In case you were dancing like it was 1999 during the last Men's Room performance, here's what you missed.
To me, at some point, it's almost like TV. When you go home, you turn on the TV, because there's information or whatever you want to see, but you're not really addicted. As opposed to if you're going there for likes, I think it's a different thing.
Yes.
Everyone's on their phone, but I do think it's just, I'm sitting on a train. Do you want to talk to the smelly guy who's picking his toes? Or do you want to watch a video? And I go, all right, I get it. But if you are, I don't know, if you're troubling yourself for life, if you need affirmation from strangers or something weird.
Well, I just think it's like food. If you have a food addiction, a drug addiction, whatever it is, it's a phone addiction. So whatever it is, like I might like French fries more than you like hamburgers, but we both like food.
Yeah.
Or whatever the drug is.
Right.
It's whatever's on that phone that's getting you to constantly want to look at it. Correct. No matter what that is, for likes, for this, for that, the other. I think it's more just you are addicted to the phone.
Right, the phone itself.
Absolutely. Everything except for talking to someone through it. The point of the phone.
It is wild how people don't talk on it.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, someone's calling me. Like, yeah.
What do you want, Mom? God. Don't you know I'm walking with my phone? 10 songs to celebrate America's 250th birthday.
Number 6. Everybody shout it together.
I think you can't argue this one, man.
I can't.
Well, what is this song really about?
What about his independence, man?
It didn't last long. But this, I believe, encompasses
The American spirit, the idea of free.
Right.
Because we're the only country on this planet, doesn't matter who you talk, tell any American something can't be done. Hold my beer, bitch. We might not be successful. We do not believe. That's why we got to the goddamn moon. That's why we have highways, we got suburbs, all that stuff. Everywhere else said it can't be done. What?
I also don't care, man. You don't get more fired up for a pitch black firework 4th of July night without this going off.
Yeah, there's like that new version that has like some EDM beat behind it.
Say what?
I don't know. I was blaring it on the 4th.
Free bird.
Free bird.
Yeah. What was playing that in the USA match was coming up. It was a very American weekend.
All the guys want to give a huge shout out to my 10-year-old daughter today for her birthday. I figured it's an appropriate way to welcome her to Washington State. We are moving to Tacoma from Medford, Oregon next month.
Nice.
She loves listening to you guys, especially Thrill. So can she get an a little kid fish sandwich, and Coach Ted trying to hype her up for her 10th trip around the sun and starting in a new school in a new town. Thanks, guys, for always keeping it real and rock on. That from Black Aaron the Painter.
Wow, man. 10 years old. You finally hit double digits, your 10th year. I'm playing it. Earth.
All right, 10 years old. 10's a good age. Now listen, Coach, I ain't gonna lie to you. Moving from one town to another, changing schools, be a little rough at first, but don't worry. By the time you get to around Halloween, you'll have some new friends. And Tacoma's got a lot of great stuff to offer. 20 years ago, I would have told your parents were making a mistake. Great city right now, though.
Look for Mike.
Yeah, Mike will take you out.
Hell yeah.
Get you some ice cream. Right, Mike? Maybe a cheeseburger.
Hey, go to Ice Cream Social.
Yeah, see?
It's a good time.
I can sail
backwards.
hovercraft and rough water. Never bothered me. I can go scuba or snorkeling and be on top and bobbing up and down and 5-footers. I'm fine. As long as I can still see the boat to swim back, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I'm afraid if I sit in the sphere and I've got seats up top and things start spinning, I'm just going to fall over into the person in front of me. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Don't go to the sphere with Miles.
Just being honest.
That's what I'm getting.
I think you'll be fine.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
So just don't stand up.
Do people, I'm just curious.
What if I go to the bathroom?
From the times you've been there, do people, because a lot of concerts people stand, right? So when you're there, do people pretty much keep their seats?
I mean, I've only seen Dead Company or Fish. So everybody's pretty much standing and kind of dancing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't be odd, and it's kind of steep. So you could, in theory, you could sit there. Like, that's what I'm saying. The first time I went, I had to like sit down. And like I've heard other people say it, but it's only like a couple minutes because it's just visually, it's just hard for your brain. Your brain's just never seen something like this.
Sure.
But I mean, it's not like debilitating where you're like, I've never heard anybody be like, it was awful. I was holding on for dear life. Other than people that took bad acid.
Coward on the chair. These are 10 songs to celebrate America's 250th.
Number 5.
Do not play this at the 4th of July party.
Yeah, this is bringing everybody down.
Yeah, like,
15! Party's over, dude!
time to go.
I'll be going.
I don't even think Garfunkel's American. I think he's like a Muppet.
I am a Garfunkel guy, though.
You are. You're not
Garfunkel over.
Yeah, Simon gets all the love.
You go Garfunkel.
He was better.
What about Art?
What about him?
I don't know. He needs fans.
Yes, he
like
does.
John Oates.
Yeah.
Only rockaholics. My name is Christina, and today is my 30th birthday. Since everyone, including myself, is working today, I'll submit my own birthday shout-out. How about some turtle sex, a suck-it-up cupcake, and the Dirty Germans talking about getting wet at Wild Waves this weekend for my Big Dirty 30. Thank you, guys, and rock on.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Yeah, listen, if you're going to Wild Waves this weekend, I absolutely recommend you get wet. Also, don't be scared to get in the water.
Yeah, so fun parts about the Jersey Cersei should be before or after the water park, but you'll certainly be wet there.
You might be wet before you get there.
Yeah. See, maybe I'll have a little fun in the beer garden.
Yeah.
It's the last summer Wild Waves.
The last summer.
Might as well
Is
get it
it?
done. Yep.
Close.
This is it.
You going?
No, man, I keep getting confused with Great Wolf Lodge.
No, this is one.
Wild
No, this is
Waves.
way shorter.
Yeah.
You have to go nearly as far.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
Lots. Probably cheaper.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. I guess if you have food poisoning, it can happen within 10 minutes.
If you have, there's nothing you can do with food poisoning.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the last
I
time
don't think I've ever had it that fast.
I've had it fat. It was an oyster, and the thing is, you can't tell that an oyster's bad. You know what I mean? So you don't know which one it was out of the dozen you've eaten. I did not poop, but it's one of those things. I can't explain the sweat, like it's falling off of you in sheets. But I absolutely puked my brains out, and there's this. I mean, forever. It's like, come on. I know this oyster is no longer in me because one thing about an oyster, you don't really chew it.
Yeah.
Right. So I can see it. I'm like, there it is, body. Like it's sitting right there among some other things. Like, come on.
When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Food poisoning is a different level. And
There's
I think I've only had a version of it like once, but it
Really?
like the first day I didn't really notice it. Then like the second day, it's like, all right, something's really wrong here.
You've only had it once.
I think so.
Right. I mean,
I might have had it more than there's one time I remember just specifically, it was just awful.
What
But
did you eat?
It took me a while. Like most people, I blamed fish, and then Miles, of all people, I was like, man, I go to this place all the time. I have gotten this salmon sandwich a bunch. And he just goes, was there onions on it? I go, yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, it might have just been that, but it was just
That's the thing.
brutal.
You try to do the math on what got you there. And you're probably 10% right. Like
9 times out of 10, it's a vegetable.
something else.
Right, but
It
for
really
some
is.
reason, I'm not. I feel like everybody always blames either Mexican food or seafood.
Always. Always.
It's always those two.
Did you eat a salad? I bet you.
Piece of fruit.
I would rather tell that story than the I was attacked by a shark story. We all show up at the bar. We have our scars. Dad, I know you love the shark thing. So Ted says, look, man, I was attacked by a great white. I was surfing, whatever. All right. And there's a scar.
Want to see the scar?
And I lift my shirt and they're like, wow, how'd you get your scar? One night staying with some chick named Tallulah Bell. And even when they look at me and say, well, how did you not know? I'm like, oh, I knew. I knew this was coming, man. But
All right,
I'm
before
doing
we
it.
get on her name, though, Mike, do you know, does that end with him having an issue with garlic fries? Or
He had an issue with garlic fries.
Oh.
After the game, well, they were both horizontal.
Oh, Durant.
See, Tallulah Bell's fine. We got to worry about this guy.
The old mudslide.
He did it during.
During.
Oh, man.
Well, let him call back. Yeah. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah. I'll get him.
All right.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4563. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and my cock, and you are in the Men's Room. On tap today, the return of Who Sucks Less. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, the Men's Room shot of the day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
All right, here we go. 2 men in North Carolina find out that as babies, they were switched when born. Meanwhile, a Florida man is arrested for sticking a sex toy where his body gives back its corn. Houston woman floods 2 apartments while pole dancing at home. The Detroit Zoo is where a baby gorilla will now roam. And a Georgia couple is arrested while trying to burn meth in a toaster while running a chainsaw. And that is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, it was just about a year ago today when parents at a Florida Chuck E. Cheese found themselves in an awkward position. You see, the guy in the Chuck E. Cheese mascot suit, he was also a man who'd been stealing people's credit card info and making fraudulent purchases. Now, nobody knew that except the police, who raided Chuck E. Cheese and arrested the mascot in front of kids. Parents were none too happy and described the situation as awkward. Yeah, tough to explain to kids why Chuck is being handcuffed. But then there's real animals. So kids at a zoo in Anchorage, they were left a bit disturbed when zookeepers had to pepper spray a bear in front of them to stop it from repeatedly attacking another bear in the same enclosure. Apparently, the attacks were pretty vicious, saying that the bear was tearing away fur and chunks of skin. A zoo spokesperson described the event as, quote, emotionally difficult for visitors. Now, less emotionally difficult, but equally as awkward, we go to Belgium's Antwerp Zoo, where kids there got an eyeful as Ayo, a silverback gorilla, mounted and started getting freaky with a female. Now, I saw the video, and Ayo, let's just say, Ayo's getting after it. And the kids are definitely noticing, and the parents are none too happy having to explain what gorilla sex is to the young kids watching it. But that is one way to talk to your kids about sex. Another awkward way to breach that subject is, I don't know, when a sex scene unexpectedly pops up in a movie. In fact, there was a recent discussion online about the first sex scene you saw with your parents. And it was as cringeworthy as you'd expect. For me, it was the movie The Howling. None of us saw it coming, and there it was. Good times. Good times all around. But that's what we're talking about today, look. If you're a parent, inevitably your kids have said something in public or oddly in private or to someone you'd rather than not speak to, kind of threw you under the bus, made things uncomfortable, because that's what kids do. And other times when you're a kid, your parents can be a little weird, man. Sometimes you're not always glad that they're around and they embarrassed you. But awkwardness and cringeworthiness, it's part of being a family. And that's what our question is all about today. Brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. We want to know, what was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or child?
Be a part of the big show. Call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Hey, fellas, you can hear me good?
Yeah, we got you.
We got you.
Awesome. So, this took place when I was a kid. I think I was like 8 years old. It was during the summer. My dad coached high school football, and they were doing summer practices. And this day was particularly hot, so I was inside one of those, portable classrooms that had AC in it.
Yeah.
Well, I got the feeling that I needed to go. So I went to where the locker room was, and it was locked. Oh, no. This was probably the worst thing that 8-year-old me has ever come across. So I go around the school looking for my dad. I don't know where they're at. They're probably just off, I came to find out they were off doing flipping tractor tires.
All right.
So I was just running around the building, clenching myself, thinking, oh, no, I haven't pooped my pants since I was a baby. This is going to happen again. What is my dad going to think? Until eventually somebody went out of the girls' locker room, and I said, F it, I need to go. I sprinted through there and then went through the girls' locker room, didn't use it there, went to the boys' locker room. It was, yeah.
But you made it.
Well, I mean, it was traumatizing enough where you still remember it today.
And you were 8.
Exactly.
Yeah. And by the way, those temporary trailers, they're not temporary. They're still there.
Yeah, so they call them
60
temporary.
years later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Temporary.
yeah, they're here for a little while. We get our new annex. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. They're a great workout for linemen.
But the trailers?
Oh, you're talking about the tires. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
trailers.
the tires.
No, I'm talking about
tires.
the trailers.
Yeah, we're talking about the trailers, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not
temporary.
What did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
You ever run into the women's bathroom because you had to go? Whether it's number one or number two. I peed in the women's bathroom once. Actually twice. Now I'm thinking about it. When Robin was with us, I don't remember what was going on in the men's bathroom. It's not like anyone comes to work. So maybe it was out of order or something. But I am dying. And Robin said, look, the only other female in the building is not in there. So go in there and do it quick. And even though no one was in there, it still felt weird. Yeah. All they did was pee.
Have you ever accidentally walked into the women's bathroom?
Yes.
I've done that a few times.
And when you make eye contact, you're like, oh my God, I am so sorry. Because the look they're giving you is, you creepy mother. And you're like, oh my God, I
did not know.
Damn you, Outback Steakhouse. That was the first time I ever did it. I was like 16
You
or
did
17.
it at an Outback? Oh, because Sheila's and...
There was 2 times I've done it. Once was like some kind of symbol that I didn't recognize, and then like that. So I don't know what the other thing was.
I think they're asking for it when you do that.
I know, but it was something
Just say men and women's. You know, when it's
it
like,
was
this
dumb.
is Sheila's.
I should have known better. I was like lads and lassies, or it's something like that. You know, where I just, it's right there, and I should have done the math, and I still just walked in.
I've definitely done it sometimes it's like one, and you just go men
Either
right,
left
men,
or right, yeah.
and you just kind of make the wrong call. Then you walk in, you see a woman, you go, all right.
I told you, man, at SeaTac, one of the gates, it's a unisex bathroom. And it's not that it's a big deal because they're all stalls and they're almost floor to ceiling doors. So you can't see anything, but just the one and only time I used it there, probably about a year ago, I'm lighting it up in a stall, right? So it's all the sound and fury. But when I open the door, the only other person standing there is a woman washing her hands. And we just make the eye contact in the mirror. And clearly she's conveying, I heard that and I know it was you. And it's just a horrible feeling. A terrible feeling, man.
You can hear it through a concrete wall in here.
I have heard it once.
Yeah.
It's a former coworker.
I'm talking like cinder blocks.
Oh, yeah. She was...
Like cinder block thick. Concrete
she was
wall.
handling her business. I did not
Those
know.
walls, though, are very suspect.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah. Because, if I'm in there during a commercial break and have to do some business, I can hear you two walk in and, walk down the hall to your desk.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You can hear the toilet flush from our desk.
Yeah.
And I've heard a former coworker of ours, female, we had walked into the bathroom at the same time, one of those things. I'm just peeing. She obviously was not. But, I mean, it's being broadcast, and I felt bad because I'm like, she probably doesn't know that I can hear everything that's going on there, but obviously she's not
They're probably
feeling
thinking
great.
the exact same thing.
I guess.
When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Paul. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Okay, so this is not me. This is my brother-in-law, but it's a
Sure. Paul.
Yeah, right.
Throw him under the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they go, him and his dad and his dad's cousin, they go into Walmart. And they all go their separate ways. He went to look at, some ammo or something. I don't know. Well, my father-in-law and his cousin, they get done with their shopping, and they're looking all over for my brother-in-law. Can't find him anywhere. They call his cell phone. Doesn't answer his cell phone. So they go out to the car, to see if maybe he went to the car. Well, they find out that his cell phone is in the car. So this has been about 15 minutes, they can't Curtis, my father-in-law says, well, did you check the bathroom? And they said, nope. Well, so he goes into the bathroom, and he says, his name's Paul. He says, Paul, are you in there? And he goes, thanks, Dad. He goes, you need to buy me shoes, socks, underwear, pants, shirt.
Well, what a convenient place to do this.
Yeah, well,
all things considered, you're not in a Home Depot. You don't have to buy coveralls.
But
Well, yeah. Well, he had not got his pants all the way down. It came off of the back of the wall and splattered on the back of his shirt. All over the back of his pants, his shoes. And then he was sitting in there buck naked, waiting for his dad, because he's trying to clean himself up with anything that didn't have, obviously, feces on it. So the worst part was, his dad goes and gets him all, brand new stuff, and they're walking back out to the car, and he goes, oh, man. And Curtis goes, what? He goes, I left my wallet in my pants.
Oh, no.
He had to go back in there, dig through all the... that were in the garbage to get his wallet out.
Are they solo bathrooms, man, or is it like, multiple people can be in there?
Yeah. No, it's multiple. And he was literally cleaning himself buck naked luckily, when he said there was nobody in there, when he was sitting at the sink trying to wash his junk, and I'm like, oh, my God.
I mean, look, I will say this. If I had to be absolutely naked to clean poop off of myself, Walmart is the place I would feel
There's
most
some
comfortable.
normalcy there.
I agree 100%.
Yeah, I think
for
people just go.
affordability,
So much better than a Waffle House.
yeah, if you got to get all that, you need stuff, Walmart's the spot to be.
Yeah.
But if you told me, hey, man, can you just do me a favor and buy me clothes, I'm buying you the most embarrassing clothes in the world.
Like, you can't do that at a Lowe's. That's what I'm saying. Like,
No.
Yeah, you can't find the stuff you need. You're buying a $400 pair of work boots to just have shoes.
That is a good point. Yeah,
like
man,
coveralls.
You were in Carhartt coveralls and boots.
It's expensive.
I mean, when I had that accident driving up 95 from the Outer Banks, I just didn't make it to that gas station in time, and legend has it the underwear is still in there.
They're still there.
Still in the bathroom?
I assume. I have no idea. Somewhere.
Did you ever pull over and get some more clothes?
Nah.
Yeah, held it.
I just cleaned up and I was already because I was going from the Outer Banks in North Carolina back up to D.C. So, I was probably somewhere in Virginia. So I was just like, screw it. I cleaned it up. I'll risk it.
Yeah, my son, when we were younger, and he's a very clean kid, right? Hygiene is everything. And we had to stop at like a truck stop kind of thing. He had to go to the bathroom. So he goes in. When he walks out, he is angry. I'm like, what happened, man? It's just, I guess, I did not go in to investigate, but based on his description, somebody had a bad moment, did not make so I guess her underwear is still in there. There's like a sock or something. So when he walked out, he's just he lost faith in humanity.
Yeah.
He was angry. And I'm like, look, dude, don't let it bug you. It wasn't you. He was like, Dad, it was everywhere. I'm like, no, I understand. I'm like, well, did you wash your hands? He's like, no, it was on the handles of the faucet to the sink.
Man.
And it was hard not to laugh. I'm like, look, I get it, man. He was pissed about that for 30 minutes. On this drive. He just would not stop talking.
Sometimes when you're driving too, I'm just going to use the Pennsylvania Turnpike, right?
Yeah.
They have travel plazas.
Right.
That have clean bathrooms and restaurants and fast food.
Also showers.
Yeah.
Right. Then
Travel
there's
plaza.
just rest areas.
Entirely different.
It's a zoo in the rest areas.
I'll tell you, the grossest bathroom.
And there's always only one toilet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
You gotta use the one.
trough urinals, but if you have to sit down as a guy, even the ones on I-5, if you're going down to Oregon, there is one esser in each of those bathrooms.
Yeah.
9-10 people can pee. Only one person. There's a line of people behind you when you're peeing.
Right.
You're waiting to get into that one stall that's not moving.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Saul. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. How's it going?
Hola. Good, Saul. How are you, man?
It's Sal. But no big deal.
Sal.
Oh, what's up, Sal?
What up, Ted? All right, so about 10 plus years ago, I was still active duty military at the time, and that plays into the story later on. I went to visit my buddy in Charleston, South Carolina, and at the time, my favorite thing to do is drink Crown Royal and basically just water. And for 2 days straight, all I did was Crown Royal and water, and it did really good for me until the Sunday, the third day. The third day, I woke up and had the worst case of bubble guts. But I'm used to having bubble guts, so it's no big deal. So I kind of just powered through it. and he asked me, he said, hey, you want to go to this sports pub, watch some football? And I love watching football, and he loves Raiders, and he likes watching crappy football too. And so we're watching the game, and like halfway through it, it's almost halftime, and I know my bubble guts are spinning, and I was thinking to myself, the best time to go to the bathroom is before halftime, because at halftime everything's going to get crazy.
Oh yeah.
So as soon as I stood up, I got the face sweats and like the mouth drools. And I know that if I get the face sweats with the bubble guts, I know something's going to happen. And anytime this has happened in the past, I know I have 5 minutes. I have like a 5-minute shot clock that's
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hello, Pacholas, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,563. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat as Who Sucks Less is back. Steve, I don't know how you do it. You find people in the news doing messed up things.
Oh, yeah.
Bring us 3 stories each and every week. It's up to us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, do we have a theme this week?
There's not really a theme, just people sucking. All right, so in one case, like, hey, not everybody wants to pet your dog. Don't take it personally. They don't want to. It started that. You seen that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one down in Florida?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Bit of an overreaction. We also go to a Southern California grocery store where, look, a lot of times you're really happy that a place, a business, stays open in spite of, something going on. They're like, no, please come in. Maybe not in this case. And then one that'll make everyone happy, it deals with health insurance. So you already know how that goes.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who Sucks Less is coming up at 4:30. Today, we're going to talk about embarrassing, awkward scenarios that you've had in your life. Now, look, there are times in your life where your kids can be the thing that embarrasses you.
Sure.
There are times in your life where your parents are the ones that put you in a cringe-worthy situation where even if they're just trying to embarrass you on purpose, or it's just who they are and what they're doing, and they're not trying to do that. I mean, obviously, when your parents are trying to embarrass you as a child. Does it work or not? Depends on the situation. There are sometimes they just do it on their own.
I think it's worse when they're not trying to embarrass you.
That is correct.
And
Yes.
then they're embarrassing, right?
Then the third scenario is there are just instances where things happen and you are not really in control of what's going on. And they're embarrassing for one of the two or both parties involved.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a list of awkward moments coming up where people were watching movies with their parents for the first time. I don't know who would be in a more awkward position to be in. Depends on the movie, depends on the scene, depends on what you're seeing out there. You don't know when you watch a movie what's going to pop up.
Nope, you sure don't.
I think my daughter at one point in time was, I don't know, she was way too young. She was probably 12 or 13 years old. They wanted to watch a movie. I am totally fine with, R-rated, PG-13 movies at this point because you know what? If they want to watch them with me and it's a chick flick or whatever it was, which it was, whatever movie it was, that's fine. I don't care about the language. So this woman is with her boyfriend. They are a younger couple. I don't know what happened, but they're in the car and they're talking, and at some point in time, her head disappears.
Yeah.
Okay. And my daughter, quite frankly, just looks over, turns her head to me and says, is she giving him a
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, it appears that way.
Yeah, I mean, you can't lie if they know.
It appears that way. Now,
but what's better? Would it be better if she said, what is she doing? Okay. Or is it better that they know what they're doing, they're just asking you to confirm?
The thing was that, for me, I wasn't embarrassed by the scene.
Yeah.
I was just amazed because of how naive I am as a father, that I believe that my 12 or 13-year-old doesn't know what this is.
But the way you explained it to me, it was something like the guy had tickets to something, whatever, and I'll do whatever to get tickets, but she didn't expressly say what it was. It's just implied by the way her head disappears. And the fact that your daughter immediately is like, she giving him a mouth hug? Like, yeah, I guess.
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
So
because they don't say it.
But that was not the most embarrassing thing with that kid. That kid at one point in time, I was living in an apartment complex in Baltimore, and right beside my front door was a in-ground swimming pool for the complex.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm at pool level. At any rate, I take my older daughter into the bathroom. She tells me she needs to use the bathroom. Now, so I tell my younger daughter, Ava, I was like, Ava, you just sit on this chair. You are not allowed to get in the water right now. just chill out. Let me take your sister in there, and we're going to use the bathroom, and I'll be back. And as most kids do, if you have more than one, you know that if you take one to the bathroom, when you come back, the other one is going to want to go then, and not together like they should.
No, it's a relay race.
It really
Pass the baton.
Yeah, they never
You can't do this together.
No.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that with my older daughter, her bathing suit is wet. She's got swimming army things on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and they're hard to pull off. Her bathing suit is just stuck to her. She's got
It's like a suction cup because it's wet.
She's got a swimmy diaper on. You know, like the whole thing is just a pain in the ass. It took forever. It was like a 10-minute ordeal to get a new swimmy diaper, to get the things back on, to get her swimming arms back on. It sucked because I had to take almost the whole entire bathing suit off to get the diaper off and get her pants down. So I go back to the pool. My older daughter's good to go. There is not a chair open, by the way, at this pool. I mean, it is packed with every
It's
neighbor
like Saturday afternoon?
I have, and I am the only dude there.
Yeah.
It's every single mom with her kids. It's basically, I don't, had to be a weekend, but because I had them. So I was a weekend warrior dad. And so I sit down, and Kate gets in the pool. My other daughter, Ava, gets in the pool, and Ava comes over and swims to me. She's like, Dad, I gotta go pee now. And I was like, listen, Ava. I was like, look, here's the deal. You just gotta pee, right? That's it? She's like, you don't have to poop, right? She's like, no, Dad, I gotta pee. And I said, you just gotta pee, no poop? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, just do me a favor, and you pee in the pool. She goes, Dad, I'm not peeing in the pool. Screams it. And it echoes, like within this corridor of buildings. And I look up, and like every single mom, every parent is just staring at me. I'm like, well, I guess we got to go to the bathroom real quick. It's like, it was just like, you mother. And that was the one where I was just like, God damn it. Like, I'm whispering to you. You know,
right,
like,
and you're whispering to me.
Right.
We're keeping it under control.
I know you're 4 years old or whatever the deal is, 3, but still, like, you gotta keep it together. Dad, I'm not peeing in the pool. I was like, golly, kid.
My son did the opposite. I think he was 3 or 4. My parents are living here. They lived on Bainbridge Island at the time. So they'd rented a smaller house. There's one bathroom in the house, but they had a big backyard. And it's like all family. Maybe it was like Father's Day or something, but there's relatives there. So it's not really a big deal. But my son has to pee. And I mean, he's doing, as little kids do. You just grip your junk and you're trying to, squeeze it and keep it in place. And I'm like, dude, look, there's someone in there. Keep in mind, this is older relatives. So when they go to the bathroom, like, bro, it's going to be a hot minute. You know what I mean? You can't rush the elderly in the bathroom. But even my mother, because, again, it's Bainbridge Island, so the property, it's just surrounded by trees. So my mother's like, dude, just wander to the tree line and pee. He's like, I'm not peeing outside. And all of us are trying to encourage him. I'm like, dude, you're losing your mind, right? You're doing the pee dance. You're grabbing your junk, the whole 9. We can't rush this person out of the bathroom. Just pee in the trees. Nobody cares. And I said, one of the beauties of being a dude is like, we can just do that. Well, he's not having it. He will not do it. He absolutely refuses to do it. He does not wet himself. But the relative finally gets out of the bathroom. And I mean, he's, Usain Bolt speed, goes to the bathroom, handles his business. Whatever. I don't really give it another thought. Later that same summer, I'm now at home in North Seattle, and we have a bunch of friends over, including his. Right? There's kids, adults, everyone, people are drinking and all this. And he's in the basement. And in the basement, there is a bathroom. And the bathroom is completely wide open. There's nobody in there. And he doesn't say anything. He just opens the slider door, walks outside. We don't know what he's doing. Drops his pants, turns around, and starts peeing. And we're like, what are you doing, man? He's like, you told me to pee outside. I'm like, no. Listen, man, not all the time. We're saying, like, if you can't get to a bathroom and outdoors is available, I don't mean just go outside and pee every time you have to pee. And he's like, okay, well, I didn't know that. But it's just weird because there's a hush. And keep in mind, it's not that it's a big deal.
Kids really do take parents literally.
They take you very, because I did say, and keep in mind, his grandmother had confirmed it, dude, just pee outside. So that's what he just started doing. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, there's like 40 people looking at him, including like little girls. His wangs hanging out. And he's hands on hips, just peeing like the little fountains that people get in their backyard. And I'm like, man, so I had to pull him aside. I'm like, listen, you can't just pee outside. And I'm like, and there's no one in the bathroom. But you said pee outside. I'm like, oh my God. So
in the circumstances,
you do have to break it down. I'm like, okay, let me go. So I had to call my mother and I told her, I'm like, your goddamn grandson now just pees outside. She's like, why? I'm like, well, because you encouraged him to, and he truly believed that this is the power move. And I confirmed, as a guy, we can just go out there and do it. So he's like, I'm a guy. There's the outdoors.
I can go out there and do
I
it.
don't care who's watching.
So my cousin, kind of on the P tip, his son is like, I don't know, probably 9 or 10 playing football.
All right.
And my cousin did play college ball, right? So it's during a game, like, it's hard to describe, but sometimes like the football field, it is just far from where the bathrooms are.
Always.
So he's coaching. His son comes over and he's like, Dad, it's during a game. He's like, I really got to go. I got to pee. And he's like, he just kind of nonchalantly, just pee your pants. And he's like, I can't. And he's like, don't worry, the pros do it. The other linemen will hate it. Again, doesn't give it a second thought. Kid's like, I can't. He's like, just do it. So then, like, I want to say, like, the next week, like the game kicks off, and he sprints over to my cousin and goes, Dad, good news. I already peed my pants. And he's like, now, hang on. Right? And I think he did it once in practice. He's like, hang on. In practice, we have time to go to the bathroom. He was like, it's merely like in the middle of the game. But same thing. His son just took him literally and was like, he thought that was just part of football after he did it once.
Well,
was
sure.
that you pee your pants.
Because that's the way we say it. Like, dude, don't worry about it. And everybody's like, dude, let's go pee outside.
In the NFL, like, the bathroom is so far away from any situation you are in. When you walk out onto any stadium, no matter if you're a high school, if you're in an NFL stadium, a college stadium, they're even worse because they're older and bigger. The tunnel you go through, then you go through another tunnel, then you come through here, and you get up on the field. And the NFL just said, we have injury tents now. So
right.
So that's what they said. We have injury tents.
And nothing wrong with that player.
Which is the biggest crock. They should just basically say, they should just put a honey bucket down there. And just let him go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, dead serious.
You can tell when a guy's injured because typically, two guys are beside him. His helmet is off. When you see a player sprint off of the field, the helmet is still on.
Go to a tent.
Disappears into the tent and then comes out. There's no injury report. Like, he peed.
Do you really think that nobody knows what the hell's going on there? I mean, if you played the game, you know exactly what the hell's going on. There's no injury. The guy's trying to pee into a 5-gallon Home Depot bucket.
Right.
With, I don't know, maybe a poodle noodle around in case
That's
someone's
got to be weird, too.
What's that?
Well, it's already a pain in the butt to just...
Hearing 70,000 people cheers.
Well, I'm saying it's a pain in the butt to pee in football pants anyhow.
Yeah.
Like, they don't wear nearly the amount of pads we used to wear back in the day.
Sure.
But then I'm with you. Just 70, 80,000 people. They can't see me, but I'm just standing there like, get going.
And you got to wonder what you're missing, right? Because you're in there, you're just trying to take a leak, and you hear, like...
You're also
did we
probably
score
supposed
a
to be on the
touchdown?
field. Because if it's that bad...
That's true, man. Yeah,
Like Reggie White missed, 2 series that time he ran
Now,
off the
he
field?
had diarrhea.
Right, but he had to,
right.
But either way...
And you've never seen a big man sprint so fast. And what's great is the announcers don't know. So at the time, we don't want to speculate. And they show you all these plays where something could have happened. Well,
he
if you
could
look
be
here,
hurt because he's running faster than he ever has.
Ever.
He actually beat his 40 time from the combine. I mean, there's no way this guy's hurt. He's flying, dude.
And then walked out of the tunnel with the biggest smile on his face.
He's running a 5 flat, man. He's 320 pounds.
Yeah, and when my cousin told his son that, right, he's thinking heat of the moment. Like, it's not unheard of that people would pee their pants on purpose so the other guys just think you're gross and don't want to touch you. But yeah, that kid just kept doing it.
But I like how it's preemptive. Dad, I already did it. Like, oh no, we have to have a talk.
Right, like you don't have to pee just in the middle of the game. It's okay.
You can hold it.
Right.
That would be helpful.
Well, he did it when he did it in practice. He was like, all right.
Yeah.
Jesus. We have time.
So our question today, what was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK. Good along down in Arizona. Adventurers coming off the Colorado River in the Grand Canyon are reporting more than just one sore muscle or two. National Park Service says it's probing a string of illnesses in rafters who have developed fever, chills, headaches, breathing trouble, fatigue, body and joint aches, swelling, and more. One rafter guy from Utah named Matthew Wappett told NBC News a skin knee ballooned and reddened mid-trip, then gave way to days of a flu-like misery. It feels like I did a hard workout every day, even though I've done nothing but just sit on my ass. Abbott later found others online describing similar post-rafting symptoms. Investigators are zeroing in on a possible culprit, but they don't yet have quite the smoking gun. One theory is what they call valley fever, which is a fungal lung infection caused by inhaling spores common in the Southwest. Another is leptospirosis, a treatable bacterial disease spread through the water or soil contaminated by infected animals and fecal matter. Also, tick and mosquito-borne illnesses are also on the list. There's quite a lot going on down there.
Is your daughter down there right now?
Oh, yes, she is. She's rafting the Colorado River. In fact,
good.
Yes, with her mom. So
Do they have bug spray?
Yeah, exactly. All right. 50-50.
Yeah.
What?
Do they have bug spray?
I don't know.
But keep in mind, a lot of it's the water, too, man.
Right,
and they're in the river doing what they're doing.
It's the only place they're going to be the entire time. She's like, Dad, I can't talk to you for like a week. I was like, why? She's like, I'm in the Grand Canyon. Like, we don't have cell service. I'm like, all right, good luck.
Yeah, have fun.
Hope I hear from you again. They're not canceling trips, though. They're urging rafters instead to use insect repellent, sport long-sleeve shirts, and seek medical care quickly if symptoms appear. They're asking anyone sick on a Grand Canyon rafting trip to email the public health so they can kind of keep up with the amount of incidents and just understand what's really going on down there.
And, of course, you can't reach your daughter to find out how she's doing.
That'd be a terrible place, though, to have that situation going on. Now, granted, and that's what they're saying a lot of this is, but not a lot of this, but people do use the bathroom in the river.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole deal.
I mean, if I'm in a raft and I got to go, that's where I'm going.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And the canyons at some point are very narrow, so there's no real room to kind of even, portage to the side.
And it's hot out.
And get off the river. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brent. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, it's your boy Brent in Port Townsend.
Hola.
Hey, boys. This story is called Mariners, Garlic Fries, Tallulah Bell, and the Crab Boat.
Okay. All right. I think I read it to my kids when they were younger.
So, back in the day for Corey's, I'm waiting for a buddy. He does a no-show. The bar empties out because the game starts. I look at the bartender. I was like, dude, I think I should go sell these tickets. He's like, ask the girl into the bar. She got stood up. I go down there. Her name is Tallulah Bell, and she's just beautiful. We go to the game. We're having a great time. Garlic.
Hello. Uh-oh. I would be warned already, Tallulah Bell. I'm like, I'm out.
And he's gone.
I'm not taking you anywhere.
Why not? Tallulah Bell.
You're beautiful and your name's Tallulah Bell. Like, I'm going to get a knife in the back.
Yeah, but you're looking for one night.
Yeah,
Right,
with
not
a
a
knife in the back.
relationship.
No, I know
Well,
that
sure.
one night and then a knife in the back.
Yeah, but that's a story. I would rather tell that story than the I was attacked by a shark story. We all show up at the bar. We have our scars. Ted, I know you love the shark thing. So Ted says, look, man, I was attacked by a great white. I was surfing, whatever. All right? And there's a scar.
Want to see the scar?
And I lift my shirt and they're like, wow, how'd you get your scar? And one night staying with some chick named Tallulah Bell. And even when they look at me and say, well, how did you not know? I'm like, oh, I knew. I knew this was coming, man. But
All right, before we get on her name, though, Mike, do you know, does that end with him having an issue with garlic fries? Or
He had an issue with garlic fries.
Oh.
After the game, while they were both horizontal.
During.
See, Tallulah Bell's fine. We got to worry about this guy.
Yeah. The old mudslide.
He did it during.
During.
Oh, man.
Well, let him call back. Yeah. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah. I'll get him.
All right.
Hello, David. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So I do outside sales, right? And every day I'm on the road, up and down I-5, 405, 167. So this is like 4 years ago, down 167 near Kent. And I sell credit card services to restaurants.
All right.
And my main client is Mexican restaurants. So I get a lot of tacos and burritos for free along with my job. It just comes with the job, nothing I can do, right?
That's awesome.
And, so with Mexican food, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it lands right, sometimes it doesn't. And there's one time near Kent, it didn't land right, and I was just driving around for my next appointment, looking around where to go, and I finally saved the Safeway right next to 167. It's not the best one, but I was like, F it, let's just go. And there's a line, so I'm just waiting in line, just trying not to, explode.
Wait, there's a line to get into the Safeway bathroom?
Yeah, because plot twist, there's a homeless guy in the handicap stall just going crazy, just talking to himself. The managers, they're trying to get him out, and they're like, hey, there's this guy here. It's up to you if you want to go, and I just risk it. And I just go in there, and this guy's just talking to himself, and I just try to concentrate. And I'm just doing my business. Number 2, relieving myself. And then this guy starts saying, oh, no, make it stop, and just starts pounding on my stall, telling me to stop. I can't. Once you start, you can't stop, right? And then he gets out of his stall and starts kicking down my door, like literally kicking it, telling me to stop, yelling at me. I'm freaking out, and it just seemed like the longest 2 minutes of my life. But it went by pretty quick, actually, because the manager stepped in. They were going to get security and get the guy out. But it was just like, I was just ready, tell myself I got to scrap with my pants down right now. And I just finished, washed my hands, and I just, walk out there looking at the floor, trying to not make eye contact with anybody. But it was probably the scariest time of my life going number 2.
There's something about, man, there's something about grocery store bathrooms. We've talked about it for years.
Yeah.
No rhyme. I mean, everyone goes to a grocery store. I just don't.
Sure.
But, people go to Target. People go to other places.
But none of the bathrooms.
But
the difference is
it's not the
they
same.
sell food. So when you see it there, like you go in, maybe you're hungry, maybe you're not, but you're there to buy whatever it is you're going to buy. You use that bathroom, and you're like, oh, my God. It's like Jeet said years ago. It looks like a turd was shot in the head with a shotgun. Right? And you're just like, how is it everywhere? How did this? And then you walk out, and I'm looking at frozen meat. And I'm like, I'm not hungry, man. I don't want anything to tear. I will say this, the Amazon Fresh on Aurora, cleanest bathroom I've been in ever. Now, granted, you have to get a security guard. My wife's getting whatever she's getting, and I'm wandering around looking for the bathroom. Finally ask an employee, I said, hey, man, where are your bathrooms at? But they look you up and down. They're making a determination.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, we've been doing yard work or something, so I look about as bad as I'm going to look, but I guess you figured I'm not a drug addict or whatever. So he's like, all right, hang on. And what bothered me is like, dude, I'm asking you because I've got to go. Nobody wants to use the bathroom. So they get a security guard. Security escorts you to the bathroom. All right, they punch in a code. They don't tell you the code. They punch in the code. They watch you walk in. I handle my business. I mean, like he said, maybe 2 minutes, whatever. But when I walk out, security guard's still standing there. And I'm just like, Jesus God, man. But I told him, super clean bathrooms. He's like, I'm why.
I
understood.
I pooped myself on the way into work probably a decade ago just based on because of the floors. So I took the floors. Well, I took the bus. I took the bus in, and I'm walking down past where the old Hurricane is. And my route was I just went down. It was the old studios.
That's a perfect place to poop.
But no, I'm thinking to myself, I'm past that, and that was kind of a desolate area.
Yeah,
it was kind of like an Enterprise or budget rent a car, but there wasn't.
It was Enterprise. Yep.
There wasn't a lot of retail. So I'm walking down there, and my stomach it was starting to mess up really bad on the bus. I do have my backpack, and this is the lucky part. I did bring my gym clothes because I was working out down the street from our work, so I had a change of clothes. And I got into there was an old Greyhound bus station.
Mm-hmm. Next to the banh mi place.
It was, okay, so you have to remember, the banh mi place was inside of the Greyhound bus station.
Yes, it was.
All of the tile in the old Greyhound bus station was terracotta. Now, when you went, it's got that glaze on it, right? So when I was walking toward the bathroom, I was picking up my pace, but because of the grease and the steam from the restaurant, all right, I hit this one tile and my leg shot out. And when my leg shot out,
oh no,
I farted, all right, but it wasn't a fart. But I caught myself. I caught myself.
It's
right?
not to fall.
But it was like, and I was like, oh no, because it was just like it was.
This is the Mighty live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
As we said, sometimes it can just be situational. Talk about a jungle joyride. Two gorillas went completely bananas for each other, tossing modesty into the bushes and getting busy, giving stunned onlookers a surprise mating call they definitely did not sign up for. The clip was filmed, and it's pretty well. It's not that it's not safe for work. It's just, it's
two gorillas effing
at the Belgium Zoo. And yes, the background audio makes it painfully clear. There were kids watching the whole thing go down. In the clip, we get it, but being there must have been next level stuff. The pair is going at it as adults are nervously laughing, cringed, and clearly had no idea where to look. Now, they say as wild as it looked, the zoo said this wasn't some rogue ape behavior. The male silverback Ayo, who joined the zoo in November as part of a breeding program, was simply doing what comes naturally. Translation, that's why he was there.
Oh, yeah.
So to speak.
I mean, he's doing his job.
So our question, what was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Dana. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Okay, so my childhood best friend's mother was a school bus driver, and she wanted me to be one too. So she took me into the bus barn and was going to introduce me to her boss, which became my boss. And I had my son with me, my youngest child, who was still kind of half breastfeeding. So we're standing there talking, she introduces me, and all of a sudden, my son sticks both of his hands up my shirt and grabs my boobs and says, "Boobies, boobies," right in front of the boss.
Is the boss male or female?
He was male.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
And how old was your son?
16.
He was like 2.5, 3, 16.
Oh, yeah, 16.
2.5, 3. That's why I said he's kind of breastfeeding. It was like more of it's my last child. Like, I'm loving the bonding.
All right. So when he's saying boobies, is he asking to be fed, or is he just pointing out that he knows what they are?
No, he wanted to breastfeed.
Now, did he ever do it to? Did he ever do it to other women? Like, did he ever
No, he never did.
Okay.
He would die that I'm on the radio saying this because he's an adult now.
I mean, hey man, he's young. It's okay.
Yeah.
I also wanted to add to your comment, one of your stories earlier about being outside and having it be a bonus for a guy. My mother used to call that the handy dandy picnic gadget.
The handy dandy picnic gadget.
Yeah, look, the men had the handy dandy picnic gadget.
Dana, I went out with a girl who could do that standing up just like a guy.
Really?
Oh yeah. The way she just had a way.
Her name was Jim.
Yeah, exactly.
Jim was huge.
No, but she really could. She could just stand up.
Call me Jill.
Move her pelvis a certain way, man. She could stand peeing up and not even give it a drop on her clothes.
Wow.
Yeah.
At what age do we start changing?
I don't know.
So, a kid, it's you got a pee or just penis, right? It's straight clinical, or they have some little cute, stupid name. Then my son went from pee to my privacy. I think that's what he called it when he started going to daycare. And I've got something that came from teachers because you're around other people at this point. So, and he called it his privacy until he was 8. And it used to just crack me up because he'd be dead serious, Dad, we're at recess today, and the Nerf ball slammed me in my privacy. And I understood the context, and he dropped down on the ground the whole 9. Now he's at an age, and he does not say it to me, but I can hear him talking to his friends. He's got a straight up D.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm at what age, right? Because to me, you can have a D, but you cannot call it a C until you've lost your virginity. If you have not had sex, the best you're going to have is a D.
I feel like we always called it either something clinical or whatever to about high school.
High school? Really?
What do you say when you gotta go? What do you say when you got to go to the bathroom now? Just go in the bathroom.
Take a leak.
See, I typically
my son says whiz now. It used to be I have to go to the bath. Now it's Dad, I got to take a whiz. I'm really?
All through high school, I was pissed, whatever. Now I'm I got to pee.
Yeah,
he goes back to pee. I'll still say I got to hit the head sometimes.
Hit the head to make people annoyed. I'll say I got to milk the cobra. That just embarrasses my daughter, but that's why.
Well, to me, that means something else.
Well, yeah, it could.
If I've been drinking beer this past weekend, right, and we were at an environment where I could piss outside.
Yeah.
I guess I say that. Sorry, yeah. But I just looked at my buddy and we're talking and I couldn't get out of the conversation and finally said, man, I got to rock piss.
Yeah.
Just I got to go.
But I feel with dudes, if we're at the bar and it's us, I'm dude, I got to take a piss. If I'm with my wife, hey, man, I got to go pee. Even though it's the same thing. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I will say, though, we're talking about kids and parents. So I was going to summer school. I'm like 15, right? So my mom works. So a woman in the neighborhood would run almost like not a daycare, but she would just drive us to summer school.
Yeah.
Because she ran a daycare. I don't know how old her son was, but it was embarrassing for all of us. Because me and my buddy, again, we're 15. So we're kids, but we're not like little kids. And I sit in the car, and the little son just goes, "You have a penis," and just points and touches it, and I'm just like, She's like, "We're going over stuff." She seemed embarrassed. The kid did not care.
No,
I was
he's got a penis too.
Yeah, he was very proud of it. And he's like, "My mom had." I was like, "Oh God, don't say that."
That's the worst part about that age is, you are teaching your kids about the different parts of their body, and like anything, kids want to show off their knowledge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So grandparents come over like, "Pop, you have a penis." He's like, "I know I do." And "Grandmommy, you have a vagina." She's like, "Cool." And then you get the look, and I'm like, "Look, man, they have identified the genders, and now they want to let you know that they know what you got hidden under your clothes."
And maybe I'm not trying to make fun of our last caller.
What?
Does that seem a little old if the kid can request a breastfeed?
Yeah, probably
3.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but who knows? Look, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Because the kid, he's not double digits, but either way, I'm like, wow. Actually, I asked my mom, I was like, "Was I breastfed?" And she was like, "No, you weren't." And I was like, "Thank God." She's like, "Really?" I go, "Just the idea, man, because it's you. That's gross."
Here's a fun one about parents embarrassing you. My dad would pull his arms into his shirt and pretend he had no arms at the McDonald's drive-thru, and he'd hand them the money with his teeth.
All right.
I like it. So I was never that dad. Mortified. My 3-year-old son dropped his pants while we were in line at a amusement park. Mortified. I asked him, "What are you doing?" His answer, "Mommy, these people need to see my penis."
Yeah, right.
All right.
So proud.
Exactly.
So proud.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Bob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Well, I got 2 quick stories for you. One was my daughter was about 6 years old, and we were in Sydney, Australia, and we went to the beach, and we're walking out there, and she's about 50 feet in front of me, and she turns around and yells as loud as she can, "Dad, there's boobs everywhere."
I know.
Are you like, one step ahead of you, kid?
and then the second story was when she was about 3 years old, and we're down at Green Lake, and she's up on my shoulders, and we're walking around. And when she was younger, she had a hard time handling or being able to say cream of the crop when it came to describing girls, because I would say there's a cream of the crop, and she couldn't say it, so we shortened it to creamer.
God.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
no.
Why did you shorten it to that?
No.
It was because it was so innocent. It's like, "Dad, is that a creamer?" "Yeah, she is."
Oh, no. No.
God, man.
Okay. So we're walking around Green Lake. She's on my shoulder. This football player is walking towards us with his girlfriend. And he's like the size of a skyscraper. And she leans over right when they get about 4 feet from him and goes, "There's a creamer, Dad." And I'm like, "Oh." And the guy looks at me, and I go, "Can I put my daughter down before you deck me?"
There's a creamer.
Shook his head and kind of smirked a little bit, and off they went. But
wow. Yeah, I wouldn't have gone that way. Cream of the crop. I've never really said that as far as the reference of another person.
Not to my child.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't want to.
I'll say whatever comes to the top of mind, but I've never said that.
They might hear, like, "Damn." Or maybe they can piece together.
Wow. Like I turn into Owen Wilson, like, wow.
Yeah, but there's no description. I remember my kid, we were in Mexico. I think he was like 5 or 6, all right? So one thing, on Christmas Day, there's a baseball game, all right? And a buddy of ours gave us tickets, like, cool. We'll take the kids to the baseball
Mexican
game.
League.
Yeah. And
That's got to be fun on Christmas.
Dude, it was a ton of fun, and the kids ended up on the Jumbotron, which made their universe. I remember my daughter was like, "We are famous." I'm like, "You're on the Jumbotron," but whatever, right? But they're that happy about it. But when you're walking up to your seats, typical stadiums, you're walking up the ramp, you kind of circling around to find your seats. Well, Mexican baseball teams have cheerleaders. I did not know this. And when you go up each ramp, there's like 5 or 6 there, and they're doing the regular stuff, rubbing the pom-poms together, just greeting people and smiling, right? But their boobs are hanging out. Now, again, my kid's like 5 or 6 years old. So they're doing the thing. And look, they're attractive, whatever. But I'm more just looking forward to the seats, and I realize, as my kid did when he was little, I'm holding his hand, and suddenly he's just dead weight. And I mean, he's like 2 feet in front of this one particular cheerleader, and she has the big smile, right? She doesn't break character. And he's just staring at her boobs. He's not looking at her face.
Yeah.
I don't care about the pom-pom. She's saying whatever she's saying in Spanish, and I'm sure it's all that, hey, little guy, welcome to the game. Did not care. He is laser focused on her big, voluptuous breast. But he won't move, man. So finally, I have to put my arm around his waist and physically lift him and walk away. And when I look at him, his head is turned around. He is just focused on her boobs. And this lady, cheerleader, she just keeps staring at him, same smile, rubbing her pom-poms. And I'm like, I get it, man, but you can't be that obvious. I mean, that's all I told him. I'm like, look, you can't stare. I know why you were staring, which kind of embarrassed him. I said, but don't, man. I said, it makes it weird. And the only other time he's done that, it wasn't boobs. And I've told you this before. The first time you ever saw a dwarf, it's not something that ever crosses my mind. But we're at the grocery store, and it's a full-grown man. He had a mustache, beard, and all that. But the height and head size did not make sense to my child. He could not run. It's about the same age. We're walking through the produce section, man, and again, holding his hand, and there's dead weight. I have no idea why. And I'm not being funny. It took me a second to find the dwarf because he was shorter, and he was on the other side of produce, and he had an apple in his hand. And he's just feeling up the apple the way anyone does, is it ripe kind of thing. But now the dwarf realizes that my son is staring at him with his mouth hanging open. He can't make sense of this, right? So now it gets tense because the dwarf is staring at my son, who's now staring back at the dwarf. And in my mind, this went on for 45 minutes. It probably lasted 15 seconds, but I keep tugging my kid like, dude, come on. But he's not going to stop looking at this. Like, this is an anomaly. So then the dwarf stops looking at my son and now starts mean-mugging me. And I'm like, look, man, I mean, like, you see I'm trying to tug him away. You know why this is happening. Nobody wants to say it, but my kid doesn't know what's going on here. You don't make sense in his mind. So finally, I drag my kid away. And as kids do, once they focus on something, you can walk them anywhere, but they're still looking at the thing. So we're going up the aisle. He's still staring down the aisle at this guy, but the dwarf is still staring back at him. And
it's like a standoff.
But he doesn't look amused. He looks really irritated. So now it's hard for me not to laugh. Like, look, it's not that big of a deal. But I get him around the corner, and I'm like, hey, man, you can't stare at people. And my son cuts me off. He's like, what was that? I was like, look, man, I said, it was a dwarf. He was like, what is that? I'm like, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. He's like, sure. I said, okay, well, dwarves are a real thing. I said, that was a full-grown man. He was like, couldn't have been a full-grown man. I'm like, man, listen to me and stop talking.
Full-grown man.
It's a full-grown man. He's a freaking dwarf, all right?
Yeah.
That's it. Don't worry about it. So kind of lets it go. And then, of course, when we get in line, we're about 8 people behind the guy now. But he's up at the register buying his stuff. And he turns around, he sees my son again, and just kind of shakes his head. And I'm like, ah. And I don't know why I was embarrassed. But I was. I'm like, dude, you've got to stop staring at this
Nobody
guy.
wants to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
No, I did not at all.
Once it's established that the dwarf feels uncomfortable, now you feel kind of like, ow.
Look, man, I'm a black dude, and I've been in grocery stores as a little kid. They're like, Mommy, a chocolate man. And the mother was so mortified. We're in the cereal section. And the kid, he points him, and he's happy. He's excited.
Yeah, chocolate man.
Chocolate man. And the mom's like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry. So I just looked at the kid, and I said, I am. And made the kid's day. I'm like, it's not like you dropped the N-bomb. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Yeah.
I have seen a kid ask, God, it was one of my cousins when they were very little, and asked a black lifeguard if she was sucking her thumb.
You know how to swim?
No. Of course, PG County.
You really a lifeguard?
But she was sucking her thumb, and he just kind of said, like, hey, like, you shouldn't be sucking your thumb. Or she was like, you don't. And she goes, if you suck your thumb, is it chocolate? And he just went, yep. Just like keep it moving. So I like, oh my
What
God.
was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Corey. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi.
Hola.
Well, I was, I think, about 3 in the car with my mom at a red light in Rainier Avenue, summertime, windows down. And I could not pronounce motorcycle. And pointed out the window and hollered at my mom, look, Mom, a mama sucker.
Oh. How did that go over?
I do not remember.
But she tells the story.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have kids of your own?
I do.
What were some of the words they struggle with? I've said this before. My daughter cannot pronounce L's very well when she's little. And of all the things, we go to Home Depot to grab whatever we're going to grab, and there is a giant clock in the aisle that they're selling. And my daughter, she's just never seen a clock that big, right? So she just
Talking about how big
again,
it is.
yes. But again, it's a clock without the L. So she's like, Dad, look at the size of that. And I'm like, oh, my God, right? Because she's screaming this. And everyone could piece it together, but she kept saying it because she's so excited and kept pointing. I've never seen a clock that big. I'm like, baby, don't worry about it. I almost just wanted to buy it just so she'd shut up. We didn't.
It's yours.
Oh, it's like saying
you got the biggest clock in Home Depot.
Oh, yeah. And it was I've never seen a giant clock at Home Depot. And this one time we go in, I have not seen it since. At one time, she just points and screams it at the top of her lungs. Like,
and look, when I first moved here, and look, at 45, I'll still giggle sometimes, but I'm familiar that Dick sells cheeseburgers.
Yes, I know.
My buddy's little daughter, she would just always be like, but I love Dick's. It's like Dick's Burgers. Burgers. Add burgers.
Oh, I know. When we first got here, hey, man, you guys want to grab a bag of Dick's? And I did not know that was a saying or a thing. I'm like, nah, man.
I dumped it.
You go, oh, that's right, you did.
Well,
yeah.
I was like, what is this guy talking about? And Ben's like, whoa, it's a burger joint.
Like, oh.
Just like a smart-ass comment.
Yeah. Some of the things that the parents did to embarrass you. My mom would lurk for a few minutes around the milk cooler at the grocery store. When she saw the stock clerk go into the walk-in, she knew the guy behind the dairy display. But she would open the cooler to reach in, grab his arm, and growl at him. And the milkman would always scream, and Mom would cackle while I wandered down the produce aisle in search of a new parent. Wow. Here's a new one. My mom has a heart of gold, but she's not the brightest bulb. I'm saying that the nicest way. Every car she ever owned up until that point was a stick shift. Now, she normally drove us to school. One morning, her car would not start. The next-door neighbor said, hey, you can borrow my car. My mom said, hey, thanks for the offer, but I don't know how to drive an automatic. Our question, what was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Tony. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, LARP on.
Hola.
LARP on.
The story is I'm on my dad's shoulders at the Sonics championship parade back in the 70s. I've probably never seen a black person before, and I lean over to the little girl on her dad's shoulders and I say, I like your tan.
I mean, that's a decent compliment.
I mean, did she say thank you or just give you the look?
I don't. That was it. My dad was just like, oh, geez,
Yeah.
I can't believe
Well, to be fair, in the 70s in Seattle, the only black people were on the Sonics.
What year was that? Was it 70?
That was 78, probably
78?
like 2.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.
Yeah, man, you got it.
I mean, that's tough. I mean, my family had a friend that we were close with, and my dad and him hung out all the time. And their kids, living down in South King County, North Pierce County, out in the sticks, there's not a whole lot of black people that are out there. Oh, you could name check it. Eat 'em, Claw. No, this was Buckley.
All right.
Oh, that's a difference. No, in Buckley, Wilkinson area, right, all the way out there.
All right,
the mountain people out there. Not a
Well, 78 was a big year for that because the Seahawks, the Sonics.
Fair call. But this family friend, his kids, same kind of similar deal. They had never seen a black person in their life, and much like your son, they were in the grocery store one time, and that was their first encounter.
Chocolate man.
And they were a little bit too old to not have realized this, but they still looked at their dad like, Dad, is that one of those burn victims?
Oh, God.
Wow.
Jesus.
No, son. Some people, they just...
Wow, man.
So, yeah, that was, and they were just a little bit on the old side to think that.
How old do you think they were when they
I think they were closer to double digits than they were to 0.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
God damn, man.
I've done the opposite. One of Taryn's friends, first time I met her, like we're chilling, we're having drinks. At some point, I go, you know me, kind of awkward, but I'm like, oh, you must be ethnic of some type. And she just kind of like puts her hands in her face and she's like, no, I'm not. I got too much of a spray tan.
Oh,
I was like, are you serious? She was like, yeah. Like,
oh, my bad.
Well, they put it on heavy.
I had a woman
you look Hispanic.
I had a black woman in Florida ask me if I was from Alaska. I said, where are you from? You are white. I'm like, dude, I'm down here. It's the wintertime there. We don't get any sun. She's like, yeah, but man, you are white.
Damn, good.
Alaska. She's like, is it really that dark in Seattle? I was like, yes.
I blatantly lied in Miami. Everybody thought my buddy was Dominican. So I was like, I don't speak Spanish, but I'm clearly Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
10 songs to celebrate America's 250th birthday coming up. We'll sit and spin at 4:30 right after emails on our question. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
So I've called in a couple times with stomach issues where, like, I lost it on I-5 in rush hour. There's another time on a plane. But this is another way that my stomach did me wrong, but not actually pooping. I grew up in Ballard in the 80s. I've told you guys that. But one thing, if you grew up in Ballard at that point, you can always go fishing in Alaska. You knew people that were on boats, boat owners. I mean, there was always an opportunity to go up fishing. And so one summer, I have a friend that's parents own a couple boats, and he got me on his boat, Seattle Star, and we're going to go up longlining. So in order to get on the boat, you have to work on the boat while it's down in town, and it's just free labor. So I did a couple months of free labor, and so I can go up there. And I've been on boats before, sailboats, all sorts of, no big deal. But I've never been out in the open seas. And so I get on this boat, we go up, and I'm fine. Oh, another thing that happened, too, is I quit smoking weed right before this. I was a 24/7 smoker, and I quit so I wouldn't get in trouble or whatever.
Sure.
But as soon as we get out in the open seas, I just start hurling. And it's like, oh, my God, I'm getting seasick. So somebody give me one of those patches to put on. And by then it didn't help, and it just made it worse. And so for the next 5 days, going up to Dutch Harbor, I am just just thrown up constantly in the bathroom, in my bunk. They have me go do wheel watch. I'm sitting there doing wheel watch, and I got to throw up, so I leave wheel watch, and the alarms start going off because I missed something when I was not in wheel watch. And I ended up getting up to Dutch Harbor. I'm 20 at the time. I call my mom and say, hey, Mom, I can't do this. You need to fly me home. So she bought me a ticket, and I flew back to Alaska. I never felt like such a sissy bitch before in my life, but I just couldn't handle the seasick.
Yeah. I mean, look, like you either can, you get the vertigo, or you don't. Right. So it's one or the other. It's like your mind, your eyes can control it, or you can't. That's why I'm terrified to go to the Sphere. Because I'm afraid I'm going to fall over.
That seems to be a common concern, but so far, so good.
I definitely got vertigo for like the first couple minutes.
Okay, yeah, like that. But that you don't understand, man. I have to close my eyes. Like I have to sit down.
Which ruins the whole idea of the Sphere.
Right, exactly.
Honestly, I don't usually get vertigo. That's what I did. I had to hold on to something and sit down. It was the first time I went there. And again, I was not, and had a couple Bud Lights. Like it wasn't like I was.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
Like, but you should still go. Fight through that for a couple of minutes. It is so cool.
Do you think you can handle the cruise?
Yes, because I don't think the boat's typically not going to be listing. Right?
They do. It's not noticeable to me, but my wife, she definitely noticed. And so and again,
I don't have a problem being on a boat with sea legs.
I don't understand. A cruise ship probably lists less than any other boat I can think of, right? But man, we got on the boat and like end of the first day, she's like, I can just tell. So, well, I know it's listing because that's naturally what it must do. But I'm like, how can you tell? So we would like stare at a focal point or stare at the window. And to me, I'm sure it's more than, I felt like it listed maybe a quarter of an inch. I mean, the horizon barely changes. And she's like, I'm going to hurl. And that was just, that was her go-to, man.
You ever done like whale watching?
Yeah.
And you were fine.
I can fish off a small boat with a flat bottom. Like that doesn't bother me. Like I don't get seasick. But man, I'm telling you, from a vertigo standpoint, I know when it comes on. Like he was saying, like Brock, you just can't stop it.
Well, I think
there's no mechanism.
What he's talking about too, like when you go to whale watching or like when you're out in the open ocean.
Yeah.
Like I know people that could fish all the time, but like they can't do that kind of stuff. Like
it's
he was
just
talking. That's completely different level of waves and everything.
Can you be on a boat and face backwards? Because you sound like in a car if you face backwards.
Oh, I can poop off the end of a boat. I've done that. I mean, I've fished in small boats in the Chesapeake with like 3 or 4 foot waves, which are higher than normal.
Yeah.
I mean, never bothered me.
But in a car,
I can
face
sail
backwards.
hovercraft and rough water. Never bothered me. I can go scuba or snorkeling and be on top and bobbing up and down and 5-footers. I'm fine. As long as I can still see the boat to swim back, I'm fine.
Yeah, that's weird.
But I'm afraid if I sit in the sphere and I've got seats up top and things start spinning, I'm just going to fall over into the person in front of me. When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Don't go to the sphere with Miles.
Just being honest.
That's what I'm getting.
I think you'll be fine.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah.
So just don't stand up.
Do people, I'm just curious.
What if I go to the bathroom?
From the times you've been there, do people, because a lot of concerts people stand, right? So when you're there, do people pretty much keep their seats?
I mean, I've only seen Dead Company or Fish. So everybody's pretty much standing and kind of dancing.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wouldn't be odd, and it's kind of steep. So you could sit there. Like, that's what I'm saying. The first time I went, I had to like sit down. And like I've heard other people say it, but it's only like a couple of minutes because it's just visually, it's just hard for your brain. Your brain's just never seen something like this.
Sure.
But I mean, it's not like debilitating where you're like, I've never heard anybody be like, it was awful. I was holding on for dear life. Other than people that took bad acid.
Cowered under the chair. Yeah. What did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK. Then I should probably just go like see someone like just lame like the Eagles.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
you know, like nothing like you're rolling when you walk in.
Hello, Jerry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Can you hear me?
We got you, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Whoa. All right. So this story takes place in California in about 2006. My second wife and I were building sheds. We lived in Fresno, but we were building a shed in Modesto. It's about a 100-mile trip. We had finished our shed and stopped on the way back at a Chinese buffet. And on 99, the highway between Modesto and Fresno, there's nothing. It's just flat, barren land, and there is nothing. And after we eat at this buffet, about 10 miles down the road, I start gurgling. And I'm looking for off-ramps anywhere I can get off the road. You know, it's highway traffic. You don't want to poop on the side of the road. So we're just cruising and cruising and cruising. And we finally see an exit. And by then it's just at the bursting point. And I step out of the truck, start sprinting towards an AM/PM, and at that time it just started going.
Should have been called AM/BM.
I was wearing shorts. It's hot in the Central Valley. I was wearing shorts, and there was nothing to contain it. So I'm running in the restroom, and this is pouring out of me. Just horrible. And as I passed the teller, I'm like, I'm sorry, dude, I'm sorry. And I go into the restroom. I do my business. It's all over me. It's all over the place. It's all over the toilet seat. I wash myself up the best I can in the restroom. I was with my second wife at the time, and she's like, I'm a big guy, 6 foot, 260 pounds, and she's like 5'4", 220, or not 220, 120. And she has a change of...
I'm glad you corrected that.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
geez,
buddy.
man. She's wide as tall.
No, she had a change of pants, but they were pink shorts. And I had to squeeze myself into those pink shorts and come back out shamed watching Teller clean up after me. It was horrible.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
Did you buy anything at least?
No, I didn't.
I guess, I
was too ashamed to stand in line.
I guess if you have food poisoning, it can happen within 10 minutes.
If you have, there's nothing you can do with food poisoning.
Yeah, I mean,
I think the last time
I don't think I've ever had it that fast.
I've had it it was an oyster, and the thing is, you can't tell that an oyster's bad. You know what I mean? So you don't know which one it was out of the dozen you've eaten. I did not poop, but it's one of those things. I can't explain the sweat. Like, it's falling off of you in sheets. But I absolutely puked my brains out. And there's just, forever. It's like, come on. I know this oyster is no longer in me. Because one thing about an oyster, you don't really chew it.
Yeah.
Right? So I can see it. I'm like, there it is, body. Like, it's sitting right there among some other things. Like, come on.
When did your stomach do you dirty? 206-803-ROCK.
Food poisoning is a different level. And
there's
I think I've only had a version of, like, once, but it
really?
Like the first day I didn't really notice it. Then like the second day, it's like, all right, something's really wrong here.
You've only had it once.
I think so.
Right. I mean,
I might have had it more than that. There's one time I remember just specifically, it was just awful.
What did you eat?
It took me a while. Like most people, I blamed fish, and then Miles, of all people, I was like, man, I go to this place all the time. I have gotten this salmon sandwich a bunch. And he just goes, was there onions on it? I go, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, it might have just been that, but it was just
that's the
brutal.
thing. You try to do the math on what got you there. And you're probably 10% right. Like
9 times out of 10, it's a vegetable.
Something else.
Right, but for some reason, I'm not. I feel like everybody.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
I remember one summer, my cousin Sam, he lived in Houston. He was 3 years old. He's going to spend the summer with me and my brother in upstate New York. I'm 11, my brother's 15 or 16. Sam was a very sweet kid, very good kid. He had never been out of Houston, and even then had never been out of the project.
He's 3.
He's 3 years old. And again, just the sweetest kid. He's 49 now, has 5 kids. He's still a wonderful human being. But he did not know a lot of things. And we're all in the car. I don't remember where we were going, but we stopped at a light. It's the summertime, so the windows are down. And just understand that what he said next was not incorrect. It just did not need to be said. So we're waiting at the light. A guy on a bike kind of pulls up beside the car. He's waiting for the light, too. And my cousin Sam points out the window at this guy and just says, "Fat man on a bike."
Jesus. I remember, like a bicycle or a motorcycle?
A bicycle.
Oh, wow.
The guy absolutely heard him. I mean, this guy's head snapped.
Fat man on a bike.
Fat man on a bike. Pointing at everything. It's like, okay.
Is that the same one that said, "Can we kill it"?
Yeah, so my mom, she's always trying, the best hostess in the world, and for the most part, she is.
I have to ask, why did Sam get stuck with you guys for the summer? Do you know? Do you remember?
I do remember very well. So he is the son, he's my cousin, but he's the son of my father's youngest sister. And she's going through a real hard time at the time. I mean, she, poverty and all this kind of thing.
All right. Okay.
So, and now she's doing quite well for herself now, but at the time, it just wasn't great. And so for the summer, my parents are like, look, we'll take him off your hands, just save you the money of dealing with the kid.
Right.
Figure your stuff out. We'll bring him up for the summer, let him enjoy his cousins, and see something entirely different, right? And it ended up being a very good thing. But we get out to our house, and again, we're living in the woods at the time, and he got to see a lot of different wildlife, but the first thing that he saw was a squirrel. And as amazing as this is, he had never seen a squirrel. I feel like squirrels are every freaking where, right? But he'd never seen a squirrel, so squirrel, like anything, comes up to the back door, it's acting like a squirrel, breathing fast, kind of looking through the window. So my mom, she's like, Sam, look, there's a squirrel. Sam kind of squares it up a little bit, looks at my mom and says, "Can I kill it?" She's like, "Oh, my God, Sam, no." You would think Sam has problems. You really did, man. Perfectly normal kid.
Well, yeah. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
It just destroyed my mother because she thought it was like a Disney moment. He's straight up like, "Can I kill it?" Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
So I had two boys, so I have a ton of, penis stories, basically.
Oh,
yeah. But one rises to the top. My oldest son, we were at Woodland Park Zoo with some family, and him and I walked over to the vending place. We're standing in line. We're going to get a hot dog or something, and it's middle of the week. It's nothing but moms with strollers, and we're standing there. All of a sudden, he hunches over and he goes, "Oh, Dad, my penis!" He yells really loud. So I kind of look up and I see all these ladies looking at me, and I go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "It hurts." And I go, "Oh, man." I go, "Well, why does it hurt, buddy?" He goes, "It's hard."
Oh, how old was he?
all these moms, I could feel them looking at me at this point.
Oh, yeah.
They're all staring me down. And so without missing the beat, I look at them and I said, "Son, someday that's going to make one lucky lady really happy."
Mm-hmm.
And I step up to the counter, and the gal goes, "Oh, can I get you?" And I go, "Oh, I'll get a foot-long hot dog."
Why not?
All these moms, I could hear them sniggering at me, and one dad was laughing out loud. He was pretty brave.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, but back to having sons. I know nothing about that. I can't tell you. I know no penis stories.
There's a lot of penis talk.
I just don't remember. I don't remember because I was too young as a child.
Yeah.
But as a parent, I never had that experience.
Oh, it's when they get around their friend. Like my wife, she'll pile. Like when we're in Orlando last week, right? She rented a minivan. She'll pile 7 of them, and then drive them over to where they're going to play, the convention center. And she came back, kind of amused, but always just shaking her head. And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Look, man, you got 7, 14, and 15-year-old boys." She's like, "The only 2 words that I swear they said through this whole thing," she goes, "We're having a conversation, but the only words I can understand are penis and fart, and that is it." And she's like, "It's only like a 5-minute drive." She's like, "I swear to God, they said penis 120 times." I'm like, "What are they talking about?" She's like, "They're penises." She's like,
Volleyball.
That's all they do. Volleyball, farting, and penises. She's like, "That is it. There are no other words spoken."
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Ken. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. So a couple years ago, I was with a new chick, and I took her and her almost adult kids out to eat to meet my mom. So conversation came around that my ex was a very nice lady. I think I was only her 3rd guy she's ever been with, right?
All right.
My mom hears this, makes a face, and I thought, oh, no. She leans over, my mom does, and goes, "You know he used to be a man whore?"
Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Mom.
I mean, were you?
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, but she doesn't need to know that.
Yeah, but my mom's kind of brutally honest native, so she tells it how it is.
Well, I mean, it's one thing to be honest, but I would say, look, I don't mind you being honest, but can you wait until someone asks you something?
Exactly.
That's the only
I'll tell
difference.
you. I'll be honest with you
if you ask
me, but you don't need to volunteer that information.
Yeah, that's all.
Right.
I mean, look, I tried to be a man whore. I just wasn't.
Like if you were to go do you want to know how many venereal diseases I've had? That's not how you do it.
Right.
If someone asks you, you're close to, you go,
awesome.
well,
Sure.
back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah. And then I got a great one about my son, if you guys got time.
Sure.
So I used to take my son to the parks all the time when he was about 2-3 years old, and we'd pick wildflowers and just give them to pretty ladies because it's something to do.
And you were a man whore, so you know what you're doing.
Back to your game.
So this is like 16 years ago, but he picked a beautiful little handmade bouquet of wildflowers, and he is looking for a woman. And I'm pointing out, cute chicks here and there, thick, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, "No, Dad, I got to find this one I saw earlier." Okay, sure. So we're going to leave, and he sees this chick in a V-cut shirt, very well endowed chest. And he goes, "Yes," runs up to her, goes, "Here you go, pretty lady," and hands her the flowers, very polite. He asks for a hug. She goes, "Oh, of course," and she leans down to hug him. This boy grabbed her shirt and yanked out the yitties.
What? Wow, really?
On a public trail. I severely apologized over and over again. And she goes, "No, it's okay. Kids are kids, blah, blah, blah." And I was telling him, boy, you can't do that. That's inappropriate. You can't touch people like that. As soon as she walked away, that was the most amazing thing I ever seen, son. Thank you for being a kid.
How old was he?
About 3 or 4 around that time. It was a long time ago.
All right.
Yeah, I wonder what the age cutoff is for that, right?
Yeah, I feel like maybe Dad taught him that trick so he could see him.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, that's the sense I'm getting.
Oh, no, he did it again.
Yeah, 3 or 4.
Like a yam sandwich. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Got a buddy of mine. He lives in Mexico now.
Hey, by the way, real quick. I think the one thing we're learning today, whether they're children, little boys, or full-grown adults, like we just can't seem to handle ourselves around.
If you find a woman attractive, we get stupid, right? I mean, it's a fact. It is a guaranteed fact. A buddy of mine, he was, I guess, older teenager, so 16, 17 years old. He has an older brother. His older brother, from his perspective, is the super cool guy. So when his older brother invited him to whatever party, he was excited to go. He's like, I go to this party. I don't really know a lot of people. I know some of my brother's friends, but there's this girl there that he just keys on. And he goes, you know how it is, man. You're a teenager, and the woman I see, in my opinion, is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. So I'm trying to figure out a way to work up the courage to talk to her. I'm like, okay, how did it go? And he's like, again, I'm a teenager, so I'm awkward. I don't know. He goes, but I keep drifting a little closer because she's holding court with a couple of other girls. So he's like, I'm trying to listen in on a conversation. Is there a band that she's going to mention? Like anything, right? And he goes, I realize she has a very unique way of speaking. So when there was a pause in the conversation, he goes, and this is my Romeo moment. He looks at her and says, I can't quite put a finger on it, but I hear that you have an accent. And he said, she turned around and said, I have a speech impediment.
Oh,
dude.
I did it this weekend.
No, you didn't.
I
Come
did
on.
the same exact thing.
No, you did not.
I swear to God. I kind of blanked it out of my mind until you just said that. I think it was the woman with the tiny meatballs. Oh. And they were delicious. And she was an attract, and I was just like, same thing. And I was like, oh, where's your accent from? She's like, I have a speech impediment.
Damn it. What did you say?
That's what I said.
No, I'm saying, what did you say? Because when I asked him.
What do you think I said? I went, I am so sorry.
Oh, did you?
And she was like, it's okay. And I was just like,
you had a hell of a weekend, man.
I completely forgot about that interaction.
Yeah, that's he told me that story. I was dying. That's rough. I'm guessing that I can see your face. Like, that's not awesome.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like a standard lisp. It was, I don't know.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by Ted? 206-803-ROCK.
I mean, we could do this all day. Yeah. Damn, I forgot I did that.
I was at a wedding coming up on 10 years ago at this point. Photographer at this wedding, she was sporting a pretty good-sized pregnant belly, right? And grandma of the bride walks over and starts commenting, "Oh yeah, looks like you swallowed a watermelon seed," right? Making that old joke. The bride instantly goes to grandma and says, "Oh no, you're talking about the seeds on her dress, right? It looks like she's got watermelon seeds on her dress." Like she's deflecting like crazy friggin' hard.
Right.
Till we get off to the side and she says, "Yeah, we've already had a conversation with her. That is not a baby. That is a tumor that she has got."
Oh,
she looked
no.
9 months pregnant, dude.
Oh,
she looked
God.
9 months pregnant. It was bad.
I mean, look, man, they say, even if you think the woman's pregnant.
That's right.
And she could be delivering the baby.
Right.
Don't even ask her if she's pregnant until the baby is out.
Yeah, and don't ask about the baby until the baby's like 1.
No kidding.
I mean, seriously, like unless the baby comes out and you can see it.
I would have bet.
Don't say a word.
I would have bet every dollar that I had in my life savings on an absolute, this is a guaranteed hit. That woman is pregnant. No,
I would
she's
think
not.
so too. And I feel confident when I see it, but I just know better.
Yes.
Years ago, it was weird. My wife and I were at the grocery store, and my wife did not look pregnant. And this old woman walks by and then backtracks and walks up to my wife and says, "You're pregnant." My wife's like, "I'm not pregnant." She goes, "You have a glow about you," right? So now my wife's upset, like, "Oh my God, I look fat, blah, blah, blah." She went home, did the pee test. She was pregnant.
There it is.
Yeah. It was just weird.
Oh, like a weird
like
little-
this old lady walked by
yeah,
and
she
she's
knew.
like, "I can tell you right now you are pregnant." I'm
Spidey.
like, "Damn, weirdo."
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Guys can't do that, though.
No.
I can't walk by another dude and go, "You look horny."
Well, you're not wrong. At any given moment,
How
you
did you
say
know?
that.
You have a glow about you. An air of desperation.
You got laid last night, didn't you? I can
Well,
tell.
that you can kind of tell.
That you
sometimes.
can tell. I used to have a guy named Dwayne. He was my manager at Chi-Chi's, and he was in a bad mood all the time, every day. That's just how he was built. I get there one morning, and just when I walk in, "Hey, Steve, how you doing?" I'm like, "You got laid this morning." He's like, "I did." I'm like, "I know. Just because you were nice when I walked in. That's all." Everyone knew, and he had no problem sharing it. "I had sex this morning." He was that guy.
I did it.
Hello, Don. Welcome to the men's room.
How you doing, guys?
Hola.
Okay, so many years ago, about 1980, we're up in Canada, and we don't know if we can, if we have to wait for the light to make a right turn. So we will somebody. So my dad rolls up on somebody. He's a black gentleman. My mom yells out the window, "Do you have free rights up here?"
You have free rights up
Oh,
here?
no.
Jesus
Oh, no.
Free right turn. My dad just sank down in his seat and just drove away.
Yeah, that's probably the best bet, man. Jesus Christ.
Free rights.
God damn.
Yeah, it was bad. I was only about 12, so I don't really remember it too well, but the stories are very memorable.
God damn. man.
Awkward.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, what did you say? Sorry, what? I think that'd be my response. I think I know what you said. Can you say it again?
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803.
Can't see the line, can you, Russ?
Okay. All right. Hello, Roger. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Hey, guys. So this was about 19, 20 years old, so like 89 or 90, at the Car Toys on Lower Queen Anne.
Yep.
It's summertime. I'm working construction. I'm a tall, skinny white guy, but I tan up really good. And I'm in there listening to some speakers, and all of a sudden I get this tug at my sleeve, and I look down, and it's this little, 4 or 5 year old girl, and she looks up at me, and as little kids do, they shout their questions right as the music cut off in the speaker room. So at the top of her lungs, she yells, "Are you light-skinned?" Out of the corner of my eye, her dad just looks mortified. You can see him, trying to cut this off before she asks. And like the earlier story you guys told, I just looked down at her and I said, "Yeah, sweetie, I'm light-skinned."
Yes.
And her dad came over and just apologized. I'm like, "Dude, that's the funniest thing that's happened to me all day. That was great."
I don't think, I never hear a white guy say, "I was confused for a black man."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Light-skinned or not. Yeah.
Yeah. Hispanic maybe, but it was just so innocent and cute that this little girl came over and asked me that.
Look, man, kids, generally speaking, they mean no harm.
exactly.
Right, that's the thing.
And they just cut to the quick. There's no bit. That's one thing. They are not pretentious. If they want to know an answer, that is the exact question that they're going to ask, man.
Right, and even like the thing with the dwarf, right? Like, it's not like your son was trying to be.
He wasn't. It's
right.
just,
And I get it from his side too. He probably gets it a lot, but it's just like, I don't know. He's just never seen one.
That's what I felt bad about. Just like, man, I know this happens to you all the time, and only with kids. But every time you go by a kid, there's no way they don't stare at you. You know, and you almost want to be like, look, if you want to cut down on the instances that this happens, get rid of the facial hair. That's the real thing that caught my kid's attention. That established that you must be an adult. You have a full mustache and beard, and he could not wrap his head around what he was seeing. Mm-hmm. And it's just such a weird, dude, it's just, and it's just like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Again, he just pictures them having long white beards and doing magic. I'm like, no, those guys are fake. He was real. And he just wanted apples, the best I could tell. Mm-hmm. Just staring them down, making them uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can't remember the word I used. It was like boogers or something. But my great grandmother had all these skin tags on her neck.
God, yeah. Mine too,
I pointed at her and said something like, "Grandma, why do you have boogers all over your neck?" Something. Yeah. Something just, it wasn't boogers. I should actually text my mom. She remembers that. I was like, that's not good. I didn't want to hug her. No. It was just one of those things.
Because it's gross looking, man.
Exactly. Sorry. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
10 years old. You finally hit double digits, your 10th year. I'm playing it. Earth.
All right, 10 years old. 10's a good age. Now listen, Coach, I ain't gonna lie to you. Moving from one town to another, changing schools, be a little rough at first, but don't worry. By the time you get to around Halloween, you'll have some new friends, and Tacoma's got a lot of great stuff to offer. 20 years ago, I would have told your parents to make a mistake. Great city right now, though.
Look for Mike.
Yeah, Mike will take you out.
Hell yeah.
Get you some ice cream. Right, Mike? Maybe a cheeseburger.
Hey, go to Ice Cream Social.
Yeah, see?
It's a good time.
Only Rockaholics. My name is Christina, and today is my 30th birthday. Since everyone, including myself, is working today, I'll submit my own birthday shout-out. How about some turtle sex, a suck-it-up cupcake, and the Dirty Germans talking about getting wet at Wild Waves this weekend for my Big Dirty 30. Thank you, guys, and rock on.
So, suck it up, cupcake!
Yeah, listen, if you're going to Wild Waves this weekend, I absolutely recommend you get wet. Also, don't be scared to get in the water.
Yeah, the fun parts about the Jersey City should be before or after the water park, but you'll certainly be wet there.
You might be wet before you get there.
Yeah. See, maybe I'll have a little fun in the beer garden.
Yeah.
It's the last summer Wild Waves.
It's the last summer.
Might as well get it done. Yep. This is it.
You going?
No, man, I keep getting confused with Great Wolf Lodge.
No, this is one. No, this is way shorter.
Yeah.
You have to go nearly as far.
Yeah, I don't want to go.
It's probably cheaper.
Probably.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys. Here you go. What?
No, it just got a little loud there before it went out.
Yeah. Here you go.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Bob. A couple of extra emails here. Let's see what we got. Question from way back, guys, catching up on the Odyssey app here. And you guys talking about hooking up food at home. As you guys know, Kalazzi's is a top-notch cheesesteak in the area.
Super good.
But it's a pain in the ass to get yourself down to East Marginal and that no-tell motel.
It is.
That's if you live in Seattle. So I'm here in Algonia, so I got to improvise. So this is what I do when I'm hankering for a Kalazzi's. I get the shaved beef from Aldi's. Cheap, plentiful, and so thin you can basically see through it.
All right.
It's the same thing that comes in the package.
Yeah.
It's in the meat department. Not
I think
the
most
steakums.
places have that now.
Yep.
They do.
Yeah.
Get some cheese product from Walmart or some other store. Get the white American, but make sure it's a cheese product. Basically, he's saying get government cheese, get cheese wit, so to speak. Let's see here. What else? Start with a hot cast iron pan, some peanut oil. Pre-grill your onions, set aside. Get the beef going, only take a minute or two. Salt, pepper. Use your putty knives to basically just kind of break up the beef. Then a dash of Johnny's French dip concentrate. Believe it or not. Put the cheese on top, uncover the pan, hook it up with a bun. Kick back and enjoy your knockoff cheesesteak and a cold beer.
I like that on occasion at home, yeah.
You do make a cheesesteak at home?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Honestly, if I do what, when I was a kid, we did steakums, but that was just on white bread.
Yeah, they taste different now.
But as an adult, I'll do what that guy does. You can buy that shaved meat already and kind of use that.
But my kid loves steak, so if they're doing steak, I always just shave it off and I'm making a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
What else we got here? Trash is the subject. Guys, working in a McDonald's, when heroin was more prevalent than fentanyl, I would find a lot of syringe caps in the parking lot while doing cleaning checks. Never saw a syringe, though. But taking out the bathroom trash one afternoon, I felt a poke in the finger. Thought glass at first. Then I saw the syringe sticking out the side of the bag. Instantly was let off work for the day to go get blood test. Happy to say whoever left that needle in there was clean because I didn't catch anything.
Good.
But that was psychologically impacting for quite some time. Thanks for the show. Might have to call in one day for a Big Dummy. That from Dylan in Tumwater. I cannot imagine. That's kind of like going in for an STD test.
Man, that needle, there was a guy years ago, restaurant I work at, he was breaking into some cars of employees. Me and the general manager chase this guy down. We finally get him, and the cops show up, all right? So when the cops get there, we're kind of done with the situation. We're walking away, and here's the guy, you got any weapons on you, all this kind of thing. And then you hear the guy get slammed against the car. Mm-hmm. And so I turned around, I'm like, hey, man, talking to the cop, like, what the, like he's giving up. He's like, man, I patted him down and got poked by not one, not two, but 3 needles. I don't know what the outcome of that was, and I was like, you know what? Never mind, man. Beat his ass.
Subject is, how did teeth figure into the story? Ola Bicholas, November 2017. A friend of mine and I went to a gig at a theater in Liverpool. And as per our usual custom, we had more than a few drinks before the show at a pub across the street. Now, at first, the bouncer wouldn't even let my friend in and told us just to wait 30 minutes so he could slightly sober up. Then he would let us in. So my friend and I hung back and even chatted with the bouncer, who was pretty friendly. And true to his word, he let us in a half an hour later before the gig started. At the gig, however, things were starting to take a turn for the worse. My friend had completely sobered up during the gig since he was moshing at the front near the stage. I hung back at the theater bar, must have drank way more than I actually thought I did. As we're leaving the theater, after the gig ended, the audience poured out into the pavement, and my friend made a beeline away from the crowd to start looking for a taxi. I started to barely jog to keep up and not lose him in the crowd, but it had been raining earlier, and I lost my footing when I slipped on a wet drain cover and proceeded to faceplant directly onto the pavement. Picked myself up, brushed myself off, but I could tell my face was pretty torn up and bleeding. And lo and behold, my tongue could no longer feel my 2 front teeth. Yes, turns out I'd smashed them right out. Woke up the next morning looking and feeling like I'd lost to Mike Tyson. But I've got a dark sense of humor, and since it was almost Thanksgiving, I played All I Want for Christmas as my 2 front teeth for me and my housemates as they woke up. I did get temporary chompers at the dentist that day and got crowns put in a week or 2 after that. So all's well that ends well. Cheers, bitches. That from Sean in England.
Much like you're saying, Miles, if they can get it, we've issued a recall. Now, you can either send your car back to the dealership and then we will take it and then we will fix it and put it back out on the lots. Or you can call us, we'll send you the plate.
Now,
and then you can bolt that
if
thing
you blew
on.
your transmission pulling a boat that you thought you could, that's different.
There you go. There you go. Boston has been named the most collision-prone city in the country.
You ever been there?
Yeah. I've not been there. Is it just...
If you have, it is no surprise.
Is it bad drivers? Is it tight roads? Is it what's the deal here?
I don't know if they're bad drivers, but they're aggressive drivers and narrow roads.
Correct.
Like traffic circles everywhere. Right, it's an old city, so you have narrow roads, but they drive like they're on the East Coast, right? So they know where they are going, but if you rent a car and you're trying to putz around, man, it's...
And 90-95 is no different than I-5. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're just going to sit there for no reason. Especially this time of the year headed to Maine.
But driving through the neighborhoods of Boston sucks. The roads are just tiny.
No kidding.
Yeah. But like Thurl saying, it's just one of the oldest cities in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much you can do.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no room for expansion anymore.
Then you got to remember the mentality of the person who lives there.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more amped, so to speak.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they drive like it. They drive aggressive, man.
Ah, jeez. Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Now, I will give y'all an 80% chance of success on this one.
All right.
If Steve wasn't here, I'd give it about a 60. But it is a verb brought to you by the letter Y.
Hey, Miles, he just called us dumb.
I know.
He didn't say
20%
that exactly.
dumber.
Well, you're smart enough to figure that out.
YOLO.
So this verb, brought to you by the letter Y, is used for the action of a ship, aircraft, spacecraft, or projectile, and it means to move left or right, especially in an uncontrolled manner.
Oh, wow. You got me on this one.
What is it? An adjective?
A verb. A Y word, which is the...
The mighty 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Who Sucks Last? It's coming up at 4:30 right after emails on our question. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brenda. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
First time caller, but long time listener, and I'm a little ill right now, so I apologize about my voice.
No worries, Brenda. I can barely talk. Steve can barely talk.
Yep.
So I grew up in a really small town in Central Washington, and I had my daughter pretty young, and so I got off work early and I didn't have any dinner, so I picked my kid up from daycare and we were shopping in Safeway. And, of course, everybody and their mom, is in Safeway at the same time because they're getting their dinner stuff. And we're standing in line, and, of course, they always put the candy right by the checkout lane. And my kid was hungry, and she's like 3 or 4 at the time. And she leans over to try to grab a candy bar, and I'm like, you can't have that. I said it a couple of times. And finally I grabbed her hand and put it back on the cart. And she screams out, crying, "You're beating me! You're beating me!"
Oh, God.
So embarrassed. I just picked her up out of the cart and stormed out like I carried her like a sack of potatoes because I was so embarrassed because I'm sure half the people knew me from when I was a kid in high school. And I just wanted out of there.
Yeah. Did you get the stink eye from people that believed her?
I don't even remember. I just remember the cashier saying, "Are you going to come back in?"
Oh, you just left all your groceries and just rolled? Okay.
Yes. I was like, we're done. I'm out.
Is that the only time your kid said that?
Yeah, it was the only time I've ever even heard her say those words. I was
You're
like,
beating. And you probably never even laid a hand on her.
No, I maybe pulled her hair brushing it when she was a little kid because it was naughty, but that was about it.
Yep, that sounds about right. That sounds
so
about
embarrassed.
right.
That's very humiliating.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Alan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, guys.
Hola.
So I've got 2 quick stories. First one, both involve my father, but the first one, I was dating this girl who I eventually married, but my father, I had her over for dinner, game night or something like that, and my father asked her if she was going to have a weight problem like her sisters and mother.
Oh, God.
Wow. So I guess he knew them?
Yeah, he had met the family before. So the second story is actually even more cringeworthy. Both him and my mother ordained ministers, and he was actually he did the officiating at my wedding with her. So my brother was married to a girl named Jessica, and both of me and my brother have ex-wives named Jessica. This girl, her name was not Jessica. At the end of the wedding, my dad introduced me as Mr. and Mrs., and he said, "Jessica, my ex-wife's name." In front of the whole congregation.
What is your wife's response to this?
I couldn't make eye contact with her right away.
Are you still married to this wife?
No.
Did she end up being as big as her sister and her mother?
No, she didn't. I mean, she a little problem, but nothing like that.
All right. Okay.
Did that bring you great relief?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brutal, man.
Sounds like something I do. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
But at least in your case, you screwed it up on your ex-wife's name with the woman you were dating at the time.
Yes.
Like he's the officiant at the wedding.
I know.
Right. Just get the name right, man.
Either way.
Like that is...
It's not good. And it was me, not someone else doing it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, that's like the main line to me. Now introducing...
Yeah, because, I mean, the thing, at least Miles, with you can just apologize to the woman you're with. He has to apologize on behalf of someone else, which to me is always worse.
In some things,
like her family wasn't pissed. She was just pissed at you for a few days.
In certain things, certain things are just habitual. Like when you're with somebody for 13 years, and you've been living together, it's just like it just comes out of your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are times where I can't remember my kid's name, or I'll say the wrong name first.
Of course,
you know, just and
the dog, the cat.
Obviously, I know their names, but for whatever reason, the first thing that comes out of my mouth sometimes is wrong.
Tell the man, just call your significant other babe.
I know.
Just stick with that.
Yep.
Dude, but it happens. Right? Like parents screw up names all the time, which I get. But like my brother will do it with me. Right? It's just my nephew's old enough now. So like if I'm back there and we're just hanging out doing something, he'll just be like, "Siege, go get that." And I'm like, I'm your goddamn brother. and don't boss me around.
You get it. Right? Not your son. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Grown man.
That's right, damn it.
Hello, Carrie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hi there, guys.
Hola.
Hola. So when I had boys, and I would torture them relentlessly because they would do anything for money. So I had, when my son, well, just one of there was many examples, but when my younger son was 10, we were in the mall and I dared him to go into a Victoria's Secret and say to the lady, I'd like to buy a thong for my mom.
Did he?
Totally. Oh, he would do anything. It was, I get them to eat like a big glob of like wasabi or tie people's shoelaces together. Like, oh, it's amazing they turned out normal.
I say, how old are they now?
26 and 27.
Well, you sound like a fun mom, though.
Pretty fun mom.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Voice.
Right. What is the response from the Victoria's Secret salesperson when a little kid asked to buy a thong for his mom?
She was shocked, but she laughed.
Okay.
I was standing outside the store, so she didn't know I put him up to it. He did it totally straight-faced.
That's one store I feel really uncomfortable in.
Really?
Because I feel like if I look at stuff, you know what I mean, like they're going to think I'm perverted, which I already am, but still, like
you are.
I know it
doesn't matter.
I just don't want to blow my cover.
But I'm there because someone asked. Like, obviously, it's a gift. Last time I went, I want to say it's still Pacific Place Mall. My wife wanted something for whatever day it was, right? And Victoria's Secret, a little pricey. But I remember I roll in there, and one of the nice things is they do not hire ugly people. That's one thing about Victoria's Secret. But they immediately, if you're a dude, they immediately descend on you because they know you need help. It's not like, can I help you? They're like, what are you looking for, right? So I explained, I think it was like some new bra had come out or something. It was like right after Oprah told all the women that whatever bra you're wearing is the wrong size.
It's wrong.
That was like a big thing, right? So my wife jumps in on this. But anyway, Victoria's Secret, whatever these bras are supposed to be, I'm like, yeah, man, I'll do that. No problem. So I roll in, and every woman that works there is a complete smoke show. But, they all come over, and what are you looking for? And I explain, I'm like, whatever bra you put out in response to this Oprah nonsense is what she's looking for. And they knew immediately what I was talking about. So one of the women goes off and comes back with like 7, because they have different colors, and some are lacy, some blah, 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 blah. But they're like, well, what's her bra size? And I'm like, honestly, guys, I off the top of my head, I don't know. So now I'm looking at all these different saleswomen, and I'm like, I'm not trying to be weird, but I'm like, her boobs are about the same size as yours, right? And so the woman's like, oh, I'm a 36, whatever the hell it was, and sold me the bras, and it worked out. And so when I told my wife this, she said, oh, you got the right size. I said, well, there's a lady that's built like you. And when they asked, I just said, basically, man, like, her boobs are like your boobs, I mean, I don't know what they look like, but, as far as size goes, my wife's like, that's what you said. I'm like, I don't know any other way to go about this, but she happened to have boobs that seemed very similar to yours, and hey, it worked out.
Yeah. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Magnum. Welcome to the men's room.
Yes, hello. Hola. Hola. Hey, so it was back in the 90s, and my niece had apparently saw my brother and sister-in-law through the cracked bedroom door, and I don't know when she saw that, but at Christmas time, we were all sitting around the Christmas tree, and my niece is tugging at my shirt. She was like 5 or 6. And I said, yeah, what's up, sweetie? And she goes, in front of everybody, my parents, goes, why was Daddy licking Mommy's bottom? She was not licking it, but you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
And then there was another one she said during COVID that I thought was kind of funny. I just thought of was Trump or whoever the president was put the flags at half-mast when we had 500,000 people that died because of COVID. And I said, what did he do? She goes, oh, they put the flag at half-mast to celebrate 500,000 people dying from COVID. God. And I just started dying. What do you mean celebrate? You mean memorialize?
No, baby.
Anyway, that's it.
Yeah. Kids don't know.
No, they don't.
I don't know. This one comes from YouTube. It says, when I was young, I asked my cousin if she knew she had a mustache at my dad's wedding. I was 7. It made her cry.
Yeah.
Jesus, man. That means yes, she did.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
I will say there is an inordinate number of women in my extended family who got mustaches. Not full on thick, but every time I see him and all the cousins and the aunts and the uncles and everyone shows up and we're eating barbecue and you're just sitting there like, you've had this mustache as long as I've been alive. I am 57 years old, and not one time in 57 years did you look in the mirror and think I should shave off my lady stash. Nope. Proud of it. Got one aunt's got a bit of a neck beard. I'm not even joking. She's always had it. I just can't believe, when I was a little kid, it bugged me, but somehow you just knew not to bring it up. Then you get to your teen years, and it's like, you still got the neck beard. You get to my 20s, my brother, who rarely says ill of anyone's like, she still got a neck beard. I'm like, I know, man. Like, just neck beard for years. Hello, Richard. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellas.
Hola.
So, you know how when you have kids and they start getting cranky and fussy or whatnot, start throwing a tantrum. So we're at Walmart, and my 2-year-old starts acting up, and so we leave, and he's fighting me, trying to put him in the car seat and stuff like that, and I end up bumping his head on the top of the door there, right? So next day he goes to school, and he tells the teacher sees a little bump on his head, and the teacher asks what happened, and he tells the teacher that I slammed his head in the car door.
Oh, damn.
Dude.
So we get a knock on the door later that evening, and it's a CPS and a sheriff. Wanting to do, I had to explain to him what happened and all that. Didn't get in trouble, but yeah, CPS, the sheriff showed up at my door because bumped my kid's head, and he told them I slammed his head in the car door.
How long does it take them to tell you why they're there? Or do they just open with it?
They told us right away why they were there and stuff, His teacher called, and so...
No, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm a teacher, I'm calling too.
They got to do it.
Yeah, at least they showed up.
Jesus.
Damn. Yeah, kids... Just the way they describe things sometimes. Like, okay, you have definitely embellished this story. You bumped your head. That is what happened.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So a couple years ago, I went on a vacation with my sons and my brother, and we went on this trip going down to Gainesville, Florida, watching Gator Nationals for NHRA drag racing. And on the way there, on the way back, we took a back road, and we stopped at a Hooters restaurant.
Nice.
And as the waitress is going around, she's taking everybody's order. She's looking at my son, and she asks him what he would want to drink. Without missing a beat, this little heathen looks right at her chest and asked her if she got milk. And she turned around. And she looked right at me, and she goes, "You put him up to this, didn't you?" I was like, "No, I didn't. This is all him."
How old was he?
Did he just want milk?
Yeah, he just wanted just regular milk.
Yeah.
And he was about 3 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So he actually did want milk.
Did want
That's
milk.
what I'm saying. He probably just wanted a milk, and she just happened to be.
She reminded him what he wanted.
Oh, that's right, milk.
Come on, give me some milk.
I'm going to try. Got milk?
I need some milk now.
Yeah.
What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
How about that kid's defense?
What's that?
Again, if he's that age, he probably just legit wanted milk. It just happened to be a Hooters.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you're right.
Dude, it was I can't remember if like Tennessee was in town for something, like a baseball game or whatever. But Jerry and some other old guy that he knew from Tennessee, we went down to the Fox Sports Grill, and that was downtown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And whatever this guy got, he was probably in his 60s, maybe 70 years old. He's down there, and he ordered his food, and he said, "I'd like a milk to drink." And the bartender's like, "We don't have milk." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "We don't have milk." He's like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you don't have milk?" He's like, "Sir, we just don't have milk."
It's a sports bar, man.
Yeah, he's like, "We don't have milk." He's like, How can you be a restaurant and not have milk? The guy was just absolutely dumbfounded.
This became an issue.
It was. And I think they actually tried to go someplace like across the street to the Mortons to see if they had milk. And I don't think they did. He's like, sir, I went across the street to Mortons or something.
Right.
They didn't, because it was a Mortons over there.
Yeah, nobody's got milk, man.
Like, no one's got milk on the whole block. He's like, no one drinks milk here? He was just absolutely stunned.
I mean, there's not a lot of drinks that involve milk.
No,
They'll use cream.
Well, but he's from Tennessee, so apparently, you
can go anywhere in Tennessee.
You get a milk, man.
When's the last time you think you tried to order a glass of milk out in public?
When's the last time you've seen anybody?
Not at breakfast.
Anybody.
Right, let's take breakfast out of it because people drink chocolate milk and stuff at breakfast.
I mean, other than for my children, and again, this was when they were younger than they are now, I don't know.
I have not. Look, I go to breakfast every weekend. I mean, twice. I've never seen anybody drink milk.
What do you drink for breakfast?
What do I drink for breakfast?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the morning. A
little J-Mo.
I mean.
I'm just saying, if I was going to order a milk, it would have to be a breakfast place. And I was like, you know what? I'll get a chocolate milk for breakfast.
Okay, look,
chocolate milk, I get
that's
it.
fine.
Yeah, milk.
It's different.
Like, sir, you're
just
an adult.
Regular milk.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Because I want to say even a White Russian is like cream, not
yes. No,
milk.
it's half and half.
And a lot of people drink milk with their dinner, but not at restaurants.
But the thing is, if you take half and half and you fill it halfway up and then you fill the rest up with water, which is what milk is, it still does not taste like milk.
No. If you want milk, you want the thing that tastes like milk, which is milk. Yeah. But who wants milk at a sports bar, man? Like, what?
But you should. I mean, he was disgusted. I thought he was going to leave.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He's going to take his meal back. Go somewhere else.
What do you mean you don't have milk? I mean, like, it's a sports bar, bro.
Yeah.
Like the place we go, I'm willing to bet money they do not have milk.
Why don't you ask tonight?
Yeah, we need to ask. If I ask for a glass of milk, do you have
maybe in the morning if they I've never even seen somebody drink a coffee in there.
Look, if you are a family friendly restaurant, but I still don't think Red Robin's got milk.
I bet Red Robin's got milk.
I bet they don't.
I bet you it's not on the menu, but I bet you if you ask, they'll have it.
Nah.
Yeah, because people bring too many kids in, and they definitely know how to deal with kids. So it might not be in the menu, but I get the feeling, hey, man, look, my sippy cup's empty. Do you have milk? I almost guarantee you Red Robin's like, we got milk.
Right, because they almost cater to, they do cater to families.
Absolutely.
I've been known to hang out in their bar. But
the bar's decent.
Right. But I'm like, that's definitely a family place.
Oh, yeah.
But you were talking about
they have milkshakes. So, I mean, technically.
If you ask for milk, Red Robin will have milk. I don't guarantee this, but I am very, very confident. A place like that, they'll have milk.
Okay. That's what my theory is if it has serves kids.
If it serves kids, you're going to serve kids that young. Yeah, you got milk.
Yeah, because I've had friends come over to my place before.
Yes. Red Robin serves both regular and chocolate milk. It's part of their kids' menu.
Yeah.
They offer bottomless milk.
Do they?
Yes, it
bottomless
says it right there.
milk.
Your little one can be unlimited. Refills on milk or chocolate milk.
Ooh, bottomless milk.
I would go in there and order bottomless chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk, sure, man, but bottomless milk. That's a sales pitch.
Bottomless milk.
Dude, I had
what
a buddy.
Party, man.
I've said this before, my buddy is a caterer for a big country star.
Yeah.
And we were backstage. My one buddy, I look over. So catering back there, this guy's a massive star, right? They have everything, but they, like the old cafeteria milk things. Yeah. I look over and I go, are you drinking chocolate milk? He's like, I love it. And I'm like, all the stuff we can get back here. You're fired up about chocolate milk. He's like, I love chocolate.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you must.
I mean, I do.
That's the first thing I do when I wake up in the hotel is go down to their little cafeteria area and grab a little tiny carton of chocolate milk and chug it. A squirt of OJ. I'm living life. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Thomas. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So, way back when, 87, first year in the Army, I'm stationed overseas, and my sergeant in my team has a party. It's a fancy deal. All the senior NCOs invited and their wives. I'm there, and it's getting late. The sergeant who invited everybody, it's over his house, and he's got two boys. One's 3, one's about 5. Towhead guys, little boys. And it's getting late, and they're getting cranky, these little boys. And the party's just humming, and it's only like 10 o'clock, but they're getting cranky. So the one goes whining to his daddy, Sergeant Gooden, and says, hey, when's everybody going home? When's the party going to end? And the first sergeant, senior-most NCO, and the whole battery is standing right there. And he says, it ain't over till a fat lady sings. and the little boy points to the first sergeant's wife and says, "Is that the fat lady?"
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, boy. Her? Yeah, what is she singing?
Man, when did you start singing?
Can I pick a song? I also want to go home, Dad. Yeah. What was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Lucas. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
All right, so daughter's in second grade, and it's one of those things on a Monday. Teacher asks, how's it going? What everybody do for the weekend? And my daughter proceeds to tell a story to the teacher that, my dad got drunk and cut the seatbelts out of his car.
Oh, damn. Now, did you?
No, absolutely not.
So why did she make that up?
I have no idea. She doesn't remember it because she's so young, but we like to tell the story every once in a while with their get-together. She's much older now.
How did you find out she said that? Did the teacher approach you?
The next day, I go to drop her off, and the teacher, CPS, and school security approach me.
Oh.
Yes. And at the time, I was driving a pretty expensive Audi, and they walked up, and they were like, if he cut the seatbelts out of his car, then, for one, he's an idiot. But, yeah, that's how I got approached. The CPS lady, obviously, she looked in the car. Seatbelts are still intact. And she said, I'll follow up with you tomorrow, but I wouldn't worry about this too much. And didn't see much or hear much after that. So
was there anything? I'm trying to think why a kid would think you cut the seatbelts out of your car.
Right. I have no idea. It was the craziest thing. It was just a regular weekend. We might have barbecued that weekend. And, of course, Dad had a couple of beers, but nothing to where I'm going crazy cutting seatbelts out of cars.
Right. Yeah, that's super drunk.
That's just a wild thing to do in general.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drunk. I don't know that I've ever thought, let's cut the seatbelts out.
Kids are not, right?
Jesus Christ.
Who Sucks Less is coming up, and we got your emails on the way next in the men's room at KISW.com.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, an airline wanted to clarify that when they asked if there was a doctor on the flight, they meant a medical doctor, not a philosophy PhD. But first, a survey of nearly 1,000 adults found that romantic regret is highly common.
Romantic regret? What, like using an expired condom or Velveeta in place of whipped cream?
No, Felix, no. Romantic regret, as in a large majority of individuals actively looking back on past romantic partners that they feel that they lost too soon. You know, the one who got away. 71% of adults surveyed believe that they let one get away. I'm happy to say that I am not one of those people. I married my first love, and we've been together for decades.
And you can't do better.
I'm not trying to do better, Felix.
You thought I was talking to you, man? I was talking to your wife. And I'll ask her again. You can't do better? Look, she's not with you for your looks, Playboy.
What's wrong with my looks?
It would take less time to say what's not.
Noted, Bonnie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe my wife isn't with me for my looks.
She's not.
She's not.
Okay, both of you. My wife and I have been together for decades. Met her in high school, and while looks might change, she also loves my personality. What?
Yeah, okay.
What? What is wrong with my personality?
You should do stand-up. You are so funny.
What?
Seriously, though, are you rich?
Am I rich? No, I'm not rich.
Then why is your wife with you, man?
Because she loves me, Felix. My wife is with me because she loves me and I love her.
That's a good answer, man. Honestly, that is the sweetest thing.
Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know why she's with you, man. I mean, she had to overlook a lot of stuff.
Just the obvious stuff.
What's the obvious stuff?
Seriously, you should do open mic night.
Okay, I think we've established that I am the exception to the one who got away survey, whether you get it or not. What about you, Felix, Mr. Bachelor for Life? Is there a woman from your past who might be the one who got away?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the one who got away? Absolutely, man.
Well, who was she?
Her birth name was Lexus, but everybody called her Hangnail.
And we're done. How about you, Bonnie? Do you have a one that got away?
Yeah, his name was Bernard.
Ah, Bernard, okay. Do you still miss Bernard, Bonnie?
Yeah, he would always tell me stories about his wife and his kids.
Wait, he was married with children?
Yeah, but I didn't know that until he came to.
When he came to? Bonnie, how did you and Bernard meet?
I saw him at a coffee shop and I thought, I want to know that guy.
Okay.
And then he met me when he came to.
Where was Bernard when he came to?
Does it matter?
For reasons of personal safety, I'm going to say that it does not.
Anyway, when he came to, that's when he started talking about his wife and his kids. He kept saying that they would worry about him if they didn't hear from him. He said that 3 days in a row. Then he got away.
And he's, the one that got away?
The only one.
Seriously, what the f***?
Ditto. Actually, Bonnie, don't answer that. This would be a good time for a break. We'll be back.
Play it, brother, play! Yeah.
Jazz.
You make it unsexy.
Coming to a blooper near you.
Got away, eh?
And...
Okay, man.
I'm good.
Okay, let's check it, man.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, camera's good.
Camera's good.
Camera's good, man.
You good?
I'm good. Camera's good.
I'm
Tim,
good.
you good?
I'm
Tim,
feeling
you
good.
good?
I'm
Tim
feeling
says
good.
he's good. Camera's good. You're good. Let's go.
Steve, you good?
You good, Mike?
I'm good.
I'm good, man.
All right, cool.
All right.
Very good.
Hello, everyone. This has been an In Action News broadcast, a Comedia Dysfunction. Watch all In Action News videos, new and old, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@inactionnews.
And make sure you like and subscribe, man. And be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at In Action News.
KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, Who Sucks Less coming up in just a couple minutes, but first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
A couple of comments and emails from our question: what was the awkward or embarrassing moment created by a parent or a child? Guys, when my son was about 3, we were in line to check out at the Hobby Lobby, and he asked the man in line in front of us why he was so fat.
Jeez.
Ow. Luckily, the man replied, because I ate too much bubble gum.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Was at a grocery store with my 5-year-old. We're by the juice aisle when she loudly says, "Daddy, can we have juice without alcohol in it, please?"
Oh.
Within earshot, about 8 people immediately all started staring at me like I was the worst person on this planet. Gotta love the kids, though.
I'm assuming they must drink
jungle juice or
screwdrivers or something.
Sure.
She's just seen them put booze in their juice.
Well, or been told, like, no, you can't have a drink of mommy's orange juice.
Right, because there's alcohol in it.
Or whatever. Guys, when I was maybe...
Miles, I don't think most parents are sitting around drinking jungle juice on the weekend.
Well, I mean, if they're throwing a party.
I know, jungle juice.
It seems like a Christmas party. You got a punch bowl, it's juice.
Right. Daddy, what's that? Jungle juice for Daddy.
Jungle juice for Daddy.
Daddy's jungle
Saturday.
Every weekend, I watch my dad drink out of a garbage can.
Yeah, don't drink out of the toilet, baby. Got stuff in there. When I was maybe 3 years old, my dad took me to visit his side of the family. At their home, I was looking at the pigs in the pen from inside the house. My sizable aunt says, "Are you looking at the piggies?" I am told that I looked up at her and up and down, then looked out at the pigs and back at her and said, "That ain't a pig. That's a hog like you."
Oh,
damn.
Wow.
That's brutal.
Jeez, a whiz.
When I was 13 years old, I started developing earlier than most of my friends. And for a 13-year-old, I was well endowed in the chest area. So my mom took me to buy my first real bra, and she made me come out of the changing room while she grabbed the straps and jiggled my boobs around in front of a bunch of people to make sure it had support.
Oh, God.
I promised my daughter that I would never do that to her, but thankfully, she'll never be as chesty as I am. That from Chesty Nicole. What else?
Right, Chesty Nicole.
Well, she says Nicole, but I'm calling her Chesties. Chesticles.
Chesticles.
When I was about 10 or 11, I asked a woman
Wasn't
at the
that one
store.
of the dwarfs, Chesty?
Chesty. 10 or 11 asked a woman at the store about being pregnant. She was not. My mom, mortified. Here's another. When I was about 5-ish in the late 70s, my family was at the San Diego Zoo at the elephant exhibit. They had just introduced a new female elephant into the enclosure. A bull elephant started chasing the new female around the enclosure.
Yeah.
With this action, it drew the attention of a large crowd, and I was put on my dad's shoulders to see everything. So when the bull came to a stop after chasing, a silence came to the crowd. And apparently you could hear my little voice say, "Daddy, look, that one's got 5 legs." I was about 11 or 12, went to the Olive Garden with my mom and sister. We ordered a plate of calamari as an appetizer. I picked up a tentacle with my fork, held it up and said loud and proud, "Testicle, anyone?" As they laughed at me, my sister said, "You mean tentacle." I turned beet red and shrunk down into my chair, hoping none of the other people heard. Rock on, bitches. That from Jamie from the Berg. Another. Back when I was teaching, I once had a sibling of a student and her mother come into my office after school. She had on her head what I thought was ash, which was interesting because Ash Wednesday was the day before. So as I was asking her why she still had ash on her forehead, I was reaching forward to see if I could knock it off as a joke and play with it. Turned out this was a birthmark on her forehead.
Oh.
And I've never been more embarrassed in my life. Can I knock that off?
Jeez, the whiz.
Okay, time for a couple birthday emails brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
2 birthdays today. All the boys, I was hoping you'd join me today in celebrating a 57th birthday for my dad, Dean. He's been listening to you guys for nearly as long as I've been alive, 23 years. And one of our favorite things to do is piss off my mom by constantly singing the Green Bean song, especially around the holiday season. So, of course, can I get a round of green beans for my amazing dad? And love you, Dad. That from his favorite child, Olivia.
Green bean.
What?
Green bean.
Okay.
Green bean.
Yeah.
Okay. And one more birthday on a personal note. Today, my stepfather, Dan, turns 77 years old.
All right.
Yeah, so I know what he's going to do, Dan. Going to have a big old steak. So in honor of my stepfather's birthday.
And his full head of hair.
He does have a full head of hair.
It is so annoying. I remember the first time I met him, I'm like, how in the F does this look?
Yeah.
But what I said is nice to meet you.
Exactly.
It's not what I was thinking.
So I got some dad jokes for Dan, okay?
It was weird when you made fun of his Italian heritage.
I don't know.
It was weird.
To his face.
Yeah. 3 things I love in life. Eating my family and skipping commas. Ted, why doesn't Cristiano Ronaldo like to eat ribs?
Why doesn't Cristiano Ronaldo like to eat ribs? Why?
Too messy.
Okay.
Oh, hey, all right.
What did Mr. Miyagi do when he got home from a first date?
What?
Wax off. It was right there, Mike.
I know it was.
He asked me earlier. I'm like, I don't know.
I knew it.
He's lobbing him.
The first French word I learned, guys, was oui.
Oh, yeah.
From a magazine.
Me too. That's actually the first one.
Oui.
How do you turn a head of lettuce into a Caesar salad? How do you turn a head of lettuce into a Caesar salad?
I don't know.
You stab it 23 times. And finally, this might be my joke of the week, but I'm going to let it go now. You guys ready for this one? I told my barber I wanted my haircut just like Tom Cruise.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. So he gave me 2 cushions to sit on.
Made me shave my beard.
I like that.
Oh, damn.
All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Thank you, Mama. No, one more extra email here. This is on the subject of when your stomach did you dirty. Guys, more than 15 years ago, I had an incident that still gets laughs every deer camp story time. I was a Black Hawk crew chief, and we decided to fly up to Charleston from Savannah for some day-night currency hours. Grabbed a bite to eat at a nice Mexican place. Figured it's Charleston, so the seafood was safe. Wrong. We head back from the restaurant to our helicopter, and I stop by the bathroom to drop a log. Go out and do through my flight inspection, start the helicopter, get our initial hold short instructions from ground control. As we're sitting on the hold short line waiting to take off, clearance, the first inkling. I have an issue hits. Stomach cramps. Bad. It's a short leg back to base from Charleston. So if we land and hit the bathroom quickly, I should be fine. We get handed over from Charleston ATC to Savannah ATC, and our second issue hits. A heavy is inbound to our airfield with an in-flight emergency. Crap. My stomach cramping so hard I'm holding my stomach. I am sweating everywhere. Can't focus on anything except for not crapping myself. They tell us to enter a holding pattern and wait for further instructions. 10 minutes goes by, no radio noise at all. So I asked the pilots to just ask for clearance to land direct if we avoid the active runway because I had to go. ATC denies us immediately. Another 10 minutes goes by. We finally get cleared to come in. I tell the pilots to please pull me up to the hangar so I can go. I was in rough shape. Now, from the spot they stopped to drop me off to the hangar door is about 60 feet. Then another 20 feet to the toilet. I begin to go on the most ass-clenching waddle I can muster as I drag my feet across 60 feet of gravel, each step heavier than the last, each step increasingly feeling the cramping in my gut. Hitting the threshold of the hangar, I had to step up, 2 to 3 inches at most. Well, I took that first step up, and a little blurb happened. Nothing major. Who hasn't had a little kiss in their britches? I pull my other foot up, and a larger blurb happens. I figure I can recover. It is not lost yet. I take one more fateful step, and my bodies and muscles fail all together at the same time. I begin to fully crap myself standing upright. My shoulders hunch defeated, and I start throwing my flight gear off and continue my waddle to the toilets. I'd stripped down to just my underwear to determine the damage, and somehow my compression shorts were holding everything back.
Damn.
A blessing, truly.
They should advertise that.
I hop up on the toilet to attempt to drop all this stuff in the toilet, and as I lower my shorts, the plops and pops of hot mud hitting the toilet bowl, the toilet seat, the floor, everywhere else, it's all I hear. The consistency of this thing was literal mud. If you've ever taken a handful of mud and slapped it against the wall, that was the noise. It's everywhere. Everywhere. The toilet stall, everything. I decided I'll hop up on the sink and bird bath my butt to clean myself up a bit better than a sandpaper in the toilet paper dispenser. Now, the sinks in our hangar were just mounted to the walls with some type of sealant. No hardware. And those of you smart already see what's coming. As I'm bird bathing, the sink rips off the wall. And I'm just left laying face up in the bathroom. Sink still on. Pouring water all over the floor. Cleaned up the best I could, walked out to my bird. They'd already parked shut down. I got gas, meaning I was in there almost 30 minutes. One pilot looked at me and said, "Everything come out okay?" I just said her 2 words, F you, and wrapped up that horrible night. Thanks, guys. That from Jeremy.
Now, the men's room wants to know who sucks less?
Hey, time for Who Sucks Less. Stephen Thrill-Hill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck. It is up to us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And as always, we have 3 stories. None of these really have anything in common other than the fact that someone involved really sucks. So let's start in Florida, where I think most of us agree there's 3 kinds of people in the world. People who need pet dogs, people who do not, and then this guy. So a 75-year-old man in Florida named Marshall Abner. He's at a pet store last Thursday when he approached a family inside and asked the kids if they wanted to pet his dog. Well, the kids ignored him. And that's the wrong thing to do because he ended up losing his mind. So the family tried to walk away, but Marshall, he started making inappropriate comments. In fact, I want to say he said, "If you don't want to pet my dog, do you want to pet me?" As you would imagine, after making that statement, the father then confronted him. And that's when Marshall started firing pepper spray at everybody, including the children. Keep in mind, the dad was not threatening him, just more like, "Hey, man, you're making my kids uncomfortable, inappropriate." That's when the pepper spray came out. Took out the kids, took out the other adults, people in the pet store. Naturally, the cops were called. Marshall was arrested. Now, he's facing charges of aggravated battery and child abuse. He's being held without bond. The police asked him why he flipped out, and basically, he had no explanation. Just, "Hey, kids, you want to pet my dog?" They just didn't say anything, because stranger danger kind of thing. He asked them again. That's when they started to walk away. Then he made his inappropriate comments. That's when the father kind of stepped in and said, "Whoa, buddy." And then the pepper spray came out, took everybody down. And his explanation is that he doesn't have one. Now we go to Southern California, where a supermarket is facing backlash after keeping its doors open for hours, with a dead shopper lying in the bakery aisle, even asking workers to block the body with shopping carts. So the incident unfolded at Vons in Southern California, where a customer died inside of the store. Now, rather than closing, management continued serving shoppers as the body remained in the store for hours. Employee Pazion Horner-Smith, who was working as a supervisor when the customer suffered a medical emergency, got choked up when recalling the incident, says, quote, "How can anybody do that? I mean, the lack of empathy is just horrible. It's horrific." She and another employee had tried to give the person CPR, but it was too late. And she said then they got a call from her managers at corporate who saw the body on surveillance video and was told they needed to block the body with shopping carts. So the scene dragged on for 4 hours as the victim's family was forced to wait inside of the store for the mortuary workers to arrive. Spokesman for Vaughn's parent company, that would be Albertsons, in case you're wondering, they said it was saddened by the tragic situation and that their thoughts were with the individual's family and loved ones. And the company said, out of respect for the deceased and their family, no further details would be shared. So again, this person drops dead in the store, try to give her CPR, doesn't work. Corporate, who's not physically present, sees this through surveillance and says, "Yeah, you need to put shopping carts around the body, but keep the store open." For 4 hours. Wow. Yeah, that was a little rough. I mean, I appreciate keeping your doors open, but like, bro, there's a corpse in the bakery. Maybe shut down.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then finally, we have 58-year-old Eric Tennant. He's a dad, stage 4 of a rare form of cancer. He'd been the candidate for a relatively new treatment that could potentially shrink a tumor in his liver with ultrasound waves instead of surgery. His oncologist recommended the treatment, called a procedure I can't pronounce, but his health insurance company deemed the potentially life-saving treatment, quote, not medically necessary. So 4 appeals to tenants insurer, the Public Employees Insurance Agency of West Virginia, which partners with United Healthcare, they were all denied. And the treatment would have cost the tenant family about $50,000 out of pocket. They say, quote, the insurance company's decision did not simply delay care, it closed the door. That's according to his now widow. So after a local hospital after NBC contacted the insurer about the denial, the decision was reversed. But it was too late. Tenant's condition had deteriorated to the point where he's no longer a candidate for the treatment, and he ended up passing away. Wow. Oh, yeah. You just got to wonder about insurers normally. If the doctor is saying this is necessary, like who's the I don't know, the phone answerer, and I'll say, nah, it's not medically necessary. I'm sorry. What do you know? What do you? The doctor is saying it is.
Right. It's so effed up that we're in a place in our country where that the patients and the doctors agree.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I mean? I've had doctors that are like, this is how you get around the system. It's just, it's stupid.
Last time I was at the doctor's office, she's like, you still have that health care?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yes. And I could just see the look on her face. I'm like, you don't tell me.
This is going to get pricey.
This is not going to be good for you.
This is actually kind of tough today.
I'm going to go supermarket, California.
What, dead body?
Yeah. Look, man, you can tell everybody walks in. Look, I just want you to know, for whatever reason,
they are not going to tell you there's
whoever's supposed to come and pick this thing up, they're not here yet.
Sure.
The store is, just don't go in the bakery or close the bakery offer. Maybe I'll go back and get you the bread.
But close the doors.
Something. Well, I mean,
because the family's in there with them. So it wasn't like
the whole family's there.
Yeah, the person wasn't there solo. So it's like you go in there with your family, you drop dead, and your kids, like, they have to wait there for 4 hours. Keep in mind, the store.
I wonder why it was 4 hours.
Dude, I don't know. I would think if a grocery store calls to say there's a dead body, like they'd be there quick, but they just weren't.
I'm still going to say that one sucks the least. Because they got pepper sprayed kids. He also tried to pick one of the children up.
Yeah, that's why the dad confronted him.
Exactly.
Right. So, yeah, man, I think it's easy. The Florida guy probably, I don't know. That one really sucks, right? Because he's pepper spraying people and was weird around kids. That supermarket one's tough, though. The family's in there. I don't see how if you called 911, they wouldn't have just taken away the body.
Bro, I don't know. And that never came up in the article. I don't know, but I think I have to go with Miles on this one. Because the thing about the supermarket is this. Was it in bad taste? Yes. But they're not responsible. They're not responsible for anything that happened to the guy. I'm not defending
And they tried to get him
I'm
out
just
of there,
saying, out of the other two. I mean, insurance is insurance, and it's fully expected, but that doesn't make it okay. Just because we expect terrible treatment from insurance does not make what they do A-okay.
It doesn't.
It's not shocking, but it is not okay. Put it this way, murder's not shocking. We hear about it every day on the news. It's still not okay.
It's not. I just almost picked the insurance just because that's how effed up the system is. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, I guess they're just doing what they're doing.
Yeah. Are you going insurance?
What's that?
Are you going insurance?
No, I guess I'll go supermarket. If the family wasn't there, it's just tough. Like, I feel like I would drag the body. Like, can I at least put it in the fridge?
You would drag. Damn.
Well, I don't know.
What's in the beer fridge?
Yeah, you can't
I
go
would
in
also
there.
be kind of pissed if I'm, like, babysitting somebody's kid and we walk in there and I'm got to be like, there's a dead body, kid. Right? And it's like, it's the bakery department. It's like, I don't know.
I'm going.
They all suck today.
Yep. Debate continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like the Men's Room on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. All right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to the Men's Room.
coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, an airline wanted to clarify that when they asked if there was a doctor on the flight, they meant a medical doctor, not a philosophy PhD. But first, a survey of nearly 1,000 adults found that romantic regret is highly common.
Romantic regret? What, like using an expired condom or Velveeta in place of whipped cream?
No, Felix, no. Romantic regret, as in a large majority of individuals actively looking back on past romantic partners that they feel that they lost too soon. You know, the one who got away. 71% of adults surveyed believe that they let one get away. I'm happy to say that I am not one of those people. I married my first love, and we've been together for decades.
And you can't do better.
I'm not trying to do better, Felix.
You thought I was talking to you, man? I was talking to your wife. And I'll ask her again. You can't do better? Look, she's not with you for your looks, Playboy.
What's wrong with my looks?
It would take less time to say what's not.
Noted. Bonnie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe my wife isn't with me for my looks.
She's not.
She's not.
Okay, both of you. My wife and I have been together for decades. Met her in high school, and while looks might change, she also loves my personality. What?
Yeah, okay.
What? What is wrong with my personality?
You should do stand-up. You are so funny.
What?
Seriously, though, are you rich?
Am I rich? No, I'm not rich.
Then why is your wife with you, man?
Because she loves me, Felix. My wife is with me because she loves me and I love her.
That's a good answer, man. Honestly, that is the sweetest thing.
Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know why she's with you, man. I mean, she had to overlook a lot of stuff.
Just the obvious stuff.
What's the obvious stuff?
Seriously, you should do open mic night.
Okay, I think we've established that I am the exception to the one who got away survey, whether you get it or not. What about you, Felix, Mr. Bachelor for Life? Is there a woman from your past who might be the one who got away?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the one who got away? Absolutely, man.
Well, who was she?
Her birth name was Lexus, but everybody called her Hangnail.
And we're done. How about you, Bonnie? Do you have a one that got away?
Yeah, his name was Bernard.
Ah, Bernard, okay. Do you still miss Bernard, Bonnie?
Yeah, he would always tell me stories about his wife and his kids.
Wait, he was married with children?
Yeah, but I didn't know that until he came to.
When he came to? Bonnie, how did you and Bernard meet?
I saw him at a coffee shop and I thought, I want to know that guy.
Okay.
And then he met me when he came to.
Where was Bernard when he came to?
Does it matter?
For reasons of personal safety, I'm going to say that it does not.
Anyway, when he came to, that's when he started talking about his wife and his kids. He kept saying that they would worry about him if they didn't hear from him. He said that 3 days in a row. Then he got away.
And he's, the one that got away?
The only one.
Seriously, what the f***?
Ditto. Actually, Bonnie, don't answer that. This would be a good time for a break. We'll be back.
Play it, brother, play! Yeah, yeah.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, so coming up to 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. Tourists are headed to California to see the blooming of the rare corpse flowers on display.
Corpse flowers.
Corpse flowers.
Yeah, the one that smells like a corpse.
Oh. It smells like rotting meat. Yes.
And every year, telling the people go. It's interesting to hear about.
Would you ever go?
No.
No.
I mean, there's no point.
If I was
To
into
me,
botany,
If you were in the area and it was going on across the street. Because you're my science guy, Steve.
Yeah, but I mean, people have already told me what to expect, which, like, legitimately, you go there specifically to say, yes, it smells like a rotting body. It just doesn't appeal to me. I get it scientifically, that's interesting, but I don't need to smell it.
I wouldn't wait in line for it, but I'd be the guy like, oh, yeah, it does smell like a rotting body.
Yeah, to me, that's the equivalent, hey, does this milk smell bad? You know, I mean, honestly, like, if you think it does, I don't want to smell it.
I'd like to see like the redwood forest, but I don't
That
know.
would be cool.
Flowers don't hold like. I'm not planning a trip around a damn flower.
Now, I will say this. Like my wife, she has stopped asking me because it's the most ridiculous question you could ask me. Do you want to go to the Tulip Festival? If it were the Corpse Flower Festival, like, you know what? Let's go. Right? Just feels the stinky. You wouldn't go to that?
We should do that.
I think, because at least it's interesting. With the tulip, I see pictures, and I'm like, that is very pretty. It's freaking tulips. You know what I've grown in my yard? Tulips.
Corpse
Who cares? Yeah, the Corpse Flower Festival.
Good Lord. There's a WhatsApp group of more than 1,000 people all on a mission. What's that mission, Miles? To drink.
Oh, they're going to drink 1 million pints of beer.
1 million pints of beer.
That's right.
And it's only 3 people.
No, it's 1,000. It's 1,000.
Yeah.
But
How many
still.
pints is that?
10 pints of, 100 pints of pop, right? 1,000? Wait, what? So it's 1,000 pints per person, yes.
Yeah.
Just keep adding zeros.
That's right. Just keep it going. 1,000 pints a person.
Wait, and how long do they have to do this?
I don't know how long. I'm not working on it, man. All it's just like, yeah, it was
well,
great.
3 beers a day, you could do it in a year.
Yeah.
Oh, then I've done that.
Yeah.
Jesus,
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It's not even impressive.
It's not really healthy, but it's
I think
doable.
each person has to drink 10,000 beers.
1,000.
It's 1 million, right? There's
Right.
only 1,000 of them.
Yeah. So it's 1,000.
No, I'm pretty sure 1,000 people need to drink 10,000 to get to 1 million.
I'll bring out the handy down.
I mean, I just did the math. I did 1 million divided by 100. Oh, I did 100.
100.
There we go.
Yeah.
So it's 1,000 beers per person.
I want that challenge.
Yeah, in the course of a year, like, come on, man. It's,
Yeah, 1,000.
yeah, everyone I know could do that. 3 beers a day.
But at the same time,
Easily.
it's the excuse.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, babe, I'm part of a thing.
Right. Like the wife and I, we did a pub crawl that's down there in the Tacoma area. It's like, oh, this is a great idea. Let's go to this pub crawl. 5 different bars that you get to go to. We frequent 3 of those 5 bars.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay, here we go.
But hey, it's a pub crawl.
You're right.
It's the excuse. You know, yeah, we're all gonna drink the 1,000 beers within a time frame.
Easily.
Who cares? Now we're on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. Let's
I
go.
am in.
Let's get this thing
Why
done.
don't we make that a thing for the men's room?
We should. How many?
That
hang
way we
on.
have an excuse.
Let's do 1 million divided by 4.
But you can only drink men's room IPA.
Okay, well, that's the difference.
20th anniversary
I
long.
tried that, Miles, and
That's 250,000 beers each, man. That's a little out of my purview at that
50,000
point.
beers divided by
We found the limit.
365 days.
All right, how many beers a day do we have to drink?
684.
I mean, you physically can't do that.
But we can give it a try.
We got this. You know what, Ted? That's a quitter's attitude.
Yeah,
Not doing this.
What happened to that show? They're all dead.
They're all dead.
Because they hit their goal.
They tried.
They made it maybe 2 weeks.
Oh, Lordy. Buzz Aldrin just sold his felt tip pen that was used to rig a broken circuit breaker on Apollo 11.
Did he, or is that what he said?
You know what? That's fair.
I'm just saying, if I'm Buzz Aldrin, like, look, I can make some easy money. Tell him I said on Apollo 11.
Pen
I don't know.
saved my ass from being floating corpse in space.
Yeah, I have no idea.
850 G's.
Damn.
What if it's a specialty pen just based on the fact of how ink works in a pen, based on gravity?
That's why it needed to be felt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big story. I'm not sure if this is true. My brother insists that it is. So during the great space race, you know, the U.S. is trying to come up with an ink pen that works in space. Because with an ink pen, you go to zero gravity, all the ink would just go to the middle. It's not going to, if you have a ballpoint pen. So it's just not going to go down and roll.
Why don't you take a pencil?
That's what the Russians did. They're like, comrade.
Hey, buddy.
Pencil. It solved all of our problems.
Really, an easy fix.
I've already figured this one out, there, buddy.
That's when you were overthinking things.
Thinking. Yeah.
And as much as I like, artifacts, as it were, or big specialty items, I don't know if I'd be impressed if a buddy of mine pulled me over and went, that felt tip pen over there, that was Buzz Aldrin's pen in space.
I would be.
I'd be like, cool, and then I'd move on.
I would move on too, because you're right. In the end, it just looks like a pen.
It's an instant
It's what its history was, right?
Sure.
And then I'm done. But I'd take that over the corpse flower. They said, look, there's a corpse flower here, and Buzz
Would you
Aldrin's
fly to California to go and see Buzz Aldrin's felt tip pen that was in space?
No, but if I had to buy a ticket to California, and they said either, you can see the pen or the corpse flower, I'm taking the pen.
There's a better chance I'd go to a museum that had that pen than go to a museum for a flower.
Okay.
And flowers are fine. Buy them for people.
And I hate the thinking power in here, so it's time to put your thinking caps on. It's time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day, gentlemen. Give you guys a 20% chance of success. Still open on this one. It's an adjective brought to you by the letter L, okay? This describes somebody.
Lovely.
And this is somebody liking to talk and talking
Loquacious.
smoothly.
If you like to talk and it starts with the letter L, it's loquacious.
Damn,
There's no
Steve.
doubt about it.
Right.
Thanks for
out
giving
of
us a
the
chance.
gate.
Oh, sorry.
Offsides.
Yeah, exactly.
False start or offside?
Loquacious.
Both.
I was on the offense.
I think you lost it down on that one.
Ted, was that a football player in your high school?
Loquacious?
Loquacious.
Probably.
No, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't.
I'd be scared.
He played at the U.
I ain't calling no grown man
Loquacious. I know. It's pronounced poussé. It wasn't when he was in college.
I'm sure that's
When
right.
he went to the draft, he's like, can we say poussé? First name Luscious, and that is not a joke.
That's just mean.
Dude,
That's
is it
just mean, man.
You know his mom didn't care. Oh, he's luscious. Like, are you thinking about your last name?
Yes.
Thinking about his dad.
Maybe his dad came up with the name.
Exactly what she's thinking about.
Olive Garden's bringing back the $100 never-ending pasta pass.
When's it go on sale?
What is that? What is the? I saw that, but
It was like all you can eat, make your own
Pasta?
pasta dish thing.
Okay.
Something, or I don't remember all the details of it, but it's for like 13 weeks coming up here soon. Like it's coming up soon, Ted. If you want to grab it, it's time to grab it. But it's just a never-ending pasta pass. Like you can just keep on getting.
But see,
after
Olive
it.
Garden's smart versus like Red Lobster. You said to people, endless shrimp, they're gonna eat some shrimp.
Hell yeah.
Pasta, it's like eat as much as you can,
As much
buddy.
as you can.
What's
Want
been
some more
gone?
Alfredo sauce?
It's been gone for six years. They just brought it back.
Look out.
Oh, all right. I think it starts tomorrow.
There you go. A student in Florida graduated high school with an astounding 11.99 GPA.
I saw that. I wanted to punch him.
How is that possible?
Yeah, thank you.
All the AP extra credit, dual credit things that he was doing, like it was all extracurricular. He took every course that he could possibly take out of
So
the
something like if you needed 24 credits to graduate, he got 140 or something.
Yeah. Which I'm with you. Oh no.
Oh, he's slaying it, dude.
He is, man. He's deep in it.
But he's a starter.
His name is Loquacious.
I shouldn't make any jokes. I just never obviously took an AP class. I'm like, you get higher than a 5
All right,
or
nerd.
4.0? Like,
What's your rank in the chess club, buddy?
Yes.
Ted, what day is it, my friend?
National Hot Dog Day.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
You're damn right. National Hot Dog Day. So you know where I went for this one? Because I needed some hot dog facts for the National
You
Hot
don't just
Dog
have
Day.
hot dog facts off the top
I
of your
don't.
head?
So I had to go to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council's website.
All right.
I feel like I know some of these already.
For some fun facts?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I can factor some of these into
All
a
right.
question to test you here. Let's see here. Which country claims to be the originator of the hot dog?
Germany.
I'll say
Correct.
Belgium. Oh, no.
Sorry, I was testing Ted here. You know what? I'll open it up to everybody. But yes, Ted, you were correct. It was Germany because they called it
The Frankfurter.
the Frankfurter. They actually celebrated the hot dog's 500th birthday in 1987.
And it's the same one rolling in 7-Eleven rolling.
Well, on the podcast, which, by the way, there's not a new episode out because there was a glitch. We taped one. It didn't come out. I know. So we've been asking all year, you're the dog. $1 million cash, or you get $1,000 for life every time you eat a hot dog. So every time you eat a hot dog for the rest of your life, you get $1,000.
I'm going to take the $1 million, only because we just did the math. I'd have to eat 1,000 more.
I'm just saying, but
we can crush $1,000.
My point is,
I could.
I brought this up around a bonfire. There's some vegetarians. Finally, I went, all right, $1,000 for tube-shaped fake meat.
Right.
For tube-shaped meat. Christ, man. You get the point of the conversation.
Right. Come on. It's hypothetical.
Well, I mean, if you ate 5 hot dogs a week, you'd have $5,000. You could live off $5,000 a week.
Yeah.
Easily. Yeah. I mean, very well. Very high off the hog.
I like how Miles is seeing this as employment.
Well, what I'm it is. If you do this,
what do you do? Eat hot dogs.
If you do this, you're done.
Yeah.
Just go eat a hot dog for lunch, man. I don't eat $1 million.
Miles just hobnobbing
maybe,
the rest of the week.
Maybe I'll have 2 hot dogs a day. Maybe I'll make $2,000. I don't know.
Maybe I'll
take a day off tomorrow.
What do you do, Miles? I eat hot dogs.
Yeah.
But you don't have to eat them every day.
That's what I'm saying.
I could just eat 10 on Sundays.
Exactly.
You could eat 10 hot dogs on Sunday. You could do that.
Work week's done.
What?
But why would you be working if you can make $10,000 off just eating hot dogs?
See, again, then we start getting into the conversation. Like,
That's my job now.
Do pigs in a blanket count? Like how big do they have to be?
It's got to be a hot dog.
Yeah. We've had some discussion on this. So 3 mini corn dogs or 3 pigs in a blanket.
That'll equal
foot long equals 2.
Okay. Like you got the big dogs from like Costco, or you got the Nathan's, the little tiny guys, the ballpark Franks.
Yeah.
So are we saying the ballpark Frank is $1,000? And then the big ones, maybe $1,200, $1,500.
Like the Costco, the Kirkland ones?
Yeah.
We never worried about going up and over. It was just about eating little Smokies. How many little Smokies would you have to eat
Smokies?
to equivalent one hot dog?
Yeah,
I think those. 3 is good.
Shout out to big dogs. Which president served hot dogs to the king and queen?
President served hot dogs to the king and queen.
Any guesses?
Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Our current president.
Donald Trump. Matt.
I don't know.
FDR.
Oh, yeah.
Somehow that tracks.
Served to King George and Queen Elizabeth. The king ate too. Because they were that dang good.
I just made $2,000.
Quite love this hot dog.
Well, remember a few years ago, they had a prime minister who caught a bunch of hells. He ate a hot dog with a knife and fork.
Oh, I do remember that, man.
Yeah.
It just looks weird.
Which popular fast food restaurant chain started as a hot dog cart in Los Angeles?
Is that McDonald's?
Not McDonald's, no.
Man, I feel like I've heard this too.
Is it Sonic?
Taco Bell?
Not Taco Bell. I like where you're at.
In-N-Out.
No, not In-N-Out. This is a chain that has 2 different names depending on what part of the country.
Hardee's, Carl's Jr.?
Carl's Jr.
Okay.
It started as a hot dog cart in 1941 in Los Angeles.
Was that Carl?
It might have been Carl.
It was Hardy.
Get yourself a hot Carl.
Oh. Maybe I should change the name. It's just not selling the way I thought it would.
Let's see here. A prime spot outside of New York Central Park Zoo costs vendors how much a year?
Outside the zoo.
Outside the Central Park Zoo, which I guess is just that's the spot that you go to grab yourself a dog.
$60,000.
$60,000 a year.
10.
$10,000 a year.
I'll split the difference, say 40.
$300,000
For a
year.
hot dog cart.
Yeah, for prime real estate there at New York Central Park Zoo.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think the animals lose their mind? Like, seriously, dude, you're going to make hot dogs next to where we are, just smelling it all day.
And I don't want to go to the zoo in the winter in New York either.
No.
It's like it's not even a 24-hour, 365.
365 thing.
I think. Yeah.
I think New York's just such a big global city. There's always people there, and they're going to that zoo.
Okay.
Because I also feel like the hot dog is, even if it was created in Germany, I feel like the hot dog is kind of your quintessential, other than the hamburger, your quintessential American food.
Yeah, I don't think Germany's fighting us on it.
No.
I think it's like, we got plenty of sausage. You go ahead and take that one.
Right. The NHDSC, that is the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council.
Like you have to tell us.
Their hot dog etiquette states that what should not be used on a hot dog for anybody over the age of 18?
Ketchup.
Correct. Ketchup.
They really say that?
They say that.
Because they're right.
There's nothing wrong with ketchup on a dog, Steve.
And I go to listen to my wife. We had hot dogs earlier this week, and I just watched her put the ketchup on there, and I'm like, that is so gross.
It's meat.
My son
Ketchup
too.
goes on meat.
Just not that meat.
Daggone it.
There's certain things I don't know that I put ketchup on, but I'm with you. And to me, it was just a Chicago thing. And I get it. Chicago has their own culture with dogs, right? Also, their dogs suck. I'm just going to say that. That Vienna beef with the vegetables and
crap BD's calling.
Yeah, get out of here. But I like to line one side with mustard and a little bit of ketchup.
Hell yeah.
I like onions and mustard.
I like...
Yeah.
Ketchup on one side, relish on the other, and then that line of mustard right in the middle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Which cartoon character's first on-screen words were hot dog?
Mickey Mouse.
Correct. Mickey Mouse.
That's why he still says it.
Hot dog.
Hot dog.
Oh, it's hot diggity dog now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, well, the last time I watched a Mickey Mouse Club, trust me, I saw it 8,000 times every 40 seconds when my kids were younger, and everything was hot diggity dog. And I did not realize that had some connection to 75 years ago.
Hooray.
That was his first words.
That was his first on-screen words, hot dog.
Wow,
I'd have been like, where the bitches at? I mean, I'd have established it, man. Mickey's cool.
Where are the bitches at?
See, exactly.
Jeez. The world's
sure is Randy.
10 fun facts about hot dogs. The world's longest hot dog. How long was the world's longest hot dog?
Minute bowl size.
And this included the bun.
I believe so.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
Wow.
I would say 27 feet.
27 feet. It's either really big or really small.
I'll say 30 yards.
668 feet.
Damn.
200 yards, baby.
And then what do?
You eat it.
You cut it
You
out.
cut it up into sections and you serve it to everybody who's there.
Exactly. This is with anything with those,
You probably have you have a condiment bar. You're like, now you can go up.
I refuse to cut the hot dog. Like, look, everyone that wants a bite, you can line up. You just got to take a bite after the person in front of you.
It's more like, how did you cook it?
On a big hot dog roller.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I would be more concerned about that. Not that they need to be cooked, but still.
They do, though, as part of the problem.
They don't.
You're
essentially heat. I don't want a cold hot dog. Make no mistake. But what I'm saying, they're already cooked.
You put it on like a huge spit, and just everybody starts to turn it.
I don't know.
Hot dogs were one of the first foods eaten where?
In space.
The moon.
Only because you said it like that.
They had a hot dog on the moon.
They had a hot dog on the
I
moon.
wonder how much that card costs.
Right.
I'm getting ripped off.
Rolling by.
There's nobody coming in.
They're probably like cheaper than New York, man.
If Buzz Aldrin had one of those, I'd pay for that.
You buy his old hot dog?
Yeah.
It's from 1969.
The residents of what city consume more hot dogs than any other city?
New York.
New York. Any other guesses?
Chicago.
Chicago. Any other guesses? Miles.
Jersey.
Los Angeles.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Hot dog carts are everywhere.
And it's warm, right? So hot dogs kind of make sense all the time.
Okay.
You're not feeling that.
I'm not, because you don't hear about that.
No, because they're talking about avocado toast.
Maybe Dodgers games. Maybe that's where like the bulk goes.
Well, and you said state, right? Or city. All right.
So,
I mean, I'm only guessing LA just because there's just so many of those vendors outside every event.
That's true. Yeah. But you're right. You don't think LA hot dogs.
Anybody know the original names for Americanized hot dogs? Don't overthink it.
The wiener.
The wiener. Wiener is one of them. There's one more.
Oh, Red Hot.
Frank's.
Oh, yeah.
They were just called
Ballpark Franks. Yeah.
There you go. And then I'll leave you with this last and final factoid from the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council about hot dogs. Is it or is it not a sandwich?
No.
No.
I'd say no.
According to the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, a hot dog is not a sandwich.
No, it's a hot dog.
It is.
Yeah, right.
It's a sausage.
Yeah.
You know what? That's the best way.
Is lasagna pizza? No, it's lasagna.
Exactly. It became one of those fun internet arguments that people took way too seriously.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's fine, right? Is cereal a soup?
Right.
I mean, like,
Exactly.
whatever.
Like, I can do this all day.
There's a wrap, a burrito.
A woman in Houston was practicing her pole dancing and ended up destroying 2 apartment units.
How is that possible?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
She's big.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve with Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 76-year-old Nancy Dello Stritto of Pompano Beach, Florida. Now, Nancy recently received a new license plate in the mail from the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles. And in Florida, when your license plate reaches the 10-year mark, it's automatically replaced. So the Florida Department of Motor Vehicles, like DMVs around the country, they sent one to her. And much like DMVs around the country, as you'd expect, they often get requests for vanity plates that they deny because they deemed them offensive. Some of the more notable denials include DZZNUTS, D's nuts, right? They're like, no, we're not going to give it to you. Fart, spelled with 3 A's. A22MANN, which is ass man. So Florida's turned all these down. Like, we're not doing that. Anyway, our honoree Nancy, she did not request a vanity plate. So she was surprised when she randomly got a license plate that reads SQZ A55, or as everyone else saw it, squeeze ass. Now, when she informed the
Squeeze ass.
She informed the DMV about it, assuming they'd sent her the wrong plate, that someone had obviously requested this plate. No one had. It was randomly generated by their computer, but they did offer to swap it out for her at no extra charge. She said, I'm 76. I'm keeping this bad boy. And if I can get people to honk, more power to me. So, yeah, they'll turn.
Squeeze an ass.
Yeah, it just says squeeze ass. That's all anyone sees. And I'm like, oh, her bad. She's like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bitchola.
All right, let's get a contestant online now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, an airline wanted to clarify that when they asked if there was a doctor on the flight, they meant a medical doctor, not a philosophy PhD. But first, a survey of nearly 1,000 adults found that romantic regret is highly common.
Romantic regret? What, like using an expired condom or Velveeta in place of whipped cream?
No, Felix, no. Romantic regret, as in a large majority of individuals actively looking back on past romantic partners that they feel that they lost too soon. You know, the one who got away. 71% of adults surveyed believe that they let one get away. I'm happy to say that I am not one of those people. I married my first love, and we've been together for decades.
And you can't do better.
I'm not trying to do better, Felix.
You thought I was talking to you, man? I was talking to your wife. And I'll ask her again. You can't do better? Look, she's not with you for your looks, Playboy.
What's wrong with my looks?
It would take less time to say what's not.
Noted. Bonnie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe my wife isn't with me for my looks.
She's not.
She's not.
Okay, both of you. My wife and I have been together for decades. Met her in high school, and while looks might change, she also loves my personality. What?
Yeah, okay.
What? What is wrong with my personality?
You should do stand-up. You are so funny.
What?
Seriously, though, are you rich?
Am I rich? No, I'm not rich.
Then why is your wife with you, man?
Because she loves me, Felix. My wife is with me because she loves me and I love her.
That's a good answer, man. Honestly, that is the sweetest thing.
Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know why she's with you, man. I mean, she had to overlook a lot of stuff.
Just the obvious stuff.
What's the obvious stuff?
Seriously, you should do open mic night.
Okay, I think we've established that I am the exception to the one who got away survey, whether you get it or not. What about you, Felix, Mr. Bachelor for Life? Is there a woman from your past who might be the one who got away?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the one who got away? Absolutely, man.
Well, who was she?
Her birth name was Lexus, but everybody called her Hangnail.
And we're done. How about you, Bonnie? Do you have a one that got away?
Yeah, his name was Bernard.
Ah, Bernard, okay. Do you still miss Bernard, Bonnie?
Yeah, he would always tell me stories about his wife and his kids.
Wait, he was married with children?
Yeah, but I didn't know that until he came to.
When he came to? Bonnie, how did you and Bernard meet?
I saw him at a coffee shop and I thought, I want to know that guy.
Okay.
And then he met me when he came to.
Where was Bernard when he came to?
Does it matter?
For reasons of personal safety, I'm going to say that it does not.
Anyway, when he came to, that's when he started talking about his wife and his kids. He kept saying that they would worry about him if they didn't hear from him. He said that 3 days in a row. Then he got away.
And he's, the one that got away?
The only one.
Seriously, what the f***?
Ditto. Actually, Bonnie, don't answer that. This would be a good time for a break. We'll be back.
Play it, brother, play. Yeah.
Jazz.
You make it unsexy.
Coming to a blooper near you.
Got away,
And...
Okay, man.
I'm good.
Okay, let's check it, man.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, camera's good.
Camera's good.
Camera's good, man.
You good?
I'm good. Camera's good.
I'm
Tim,
good.
you good?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling
Tim says
good.
he's good. Camera's good. You're good. Let's go.
Steve, you good?
You good, Mike?
I'm good.
I'm good, man.
All right, cool.
All right.
Very good.
Hello, everyone. This has been an In Action News broadcast, a comedian dysfunction. Watch all In Action News videos, new and old, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@inactionnews.
And make sure you like and subscribe, man. And be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at In Action News.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone on Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Jordan. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. All right, Jordan, understand how this here game is played.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hill.
Fantastic. You have your choice today, one of three categories. Today we have Bite Me. In other words, what did somebody find in their food? Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally, today we have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
I'm going to do Seriously.
All right, we go to Wildwood, Florida, where 43-year-old Roy McIntosh, he was charged with misdemeanor battery after slapping a Subway employee. According to witnesses, McIntosh was visibly upset about something regarding the sandwich he'd ordered. Now, following a brief verbal interaction, he reached across the counter and slapped the cashier Will Smith style. Store surveillance recorded the 6'2", 240-pound McIntosh slapping the kid, who immediately stepped backward in shock. When McIntosh was confronted by the police, he admitted to slapping the cashier, but claimed that it was in retaliation for a sandwich that he believed the cashier had intentionally sabotaged a week earlier. So
it was a week earlier?
Yes, he had had the sandwich a week ago, believed that this particular cashier sabotaged it, came in to confront this kid, slapped him, and now here we are. So we don't know if that part is true, but we do know that he was arrested. The question is, what was wrong with his sandwich? Was there no mayonnaise? Was there too many onions? Was the bread hard? Or was there no meat? So no mayonnaise, too many onions, hard bread, or no meat.
I'm going to say... I gotta go with the mayo. That seems like the pickiest condiment.
Did you say where? Like, what was the establishment?
Subway.
It is a Subway.
It is a Subway, yeah.
Okay.
I did go to a sub place. It was not Subway. And I ordered a chicken salad sandwich. Walked about 6 blocks here to work. Came upstairs, opened my bread. There was no chicken salad.
I'm going to go no meat then.
So I walked back down there and told the guys, I said, hey, I'm not usually this guy, but I said, do you remember me? Like, dude, you were here 15 minutes ago. I'm like, right, I got the chicken salad sandwich. He goes, yeah. So I opened it up. Dude just started laughing. He's like, dude, I am so sorry. I'm like, I don't know how you forgot that. He's like, I don't know either. I toasted the bread. I melted the cheese.
And you said too many onions?
Too many onions. Yes, because they use red onions.
I think it's too many onions.
Too many onions. Okay. What was wrong with this guy's sandwich that was worth a slapping? No mayo, too many onions, hard bread, or no meat? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Head to Florida on profile. This category is a seriously man was charged with battery after slapping a Subway employee because something was wrong with his sandwich. that he'd gotten there a week ago. So I guess he just went in there and slapped the kid.
A week later, yes.
For whatever was wrong with the sandwich. Question is, what was the problem? No mayo, too many onions, hard bread, or no meat?
And that is the question that we posed to you, Jordan. Let us start with B. Ted Smith said too many onions. Knowing the red and they're pretty pungent, it was not too many onions. Ugh. Miles Montgomery, you went with no meat.
Makes sense to me.
There was the fact. Well, assuming you ordered a meat sandwich, you got the meat. Jordan, I leave you. You said no mayo.
Oh, my God. Skunked.
The bread was hard.
Which is weird because they cook bread and they're fresh every day.
Look, man, maybe that's the guy's complaint. I don't know how much
I hope
truth
he
there
got
is
it
to
toasted, and it's just a moron.
If you slap someone in Subway over that, there's a very good chance you're a moron. I don't know, but according to him, his bread was hard. He believed the cashier did it intentionally, so he came back a week later to slap him over.
I mean, you might have thoughts on Subway, but Miles is right. Like
the bread.
So I mean, I've never had been like it's a hard sub.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got Seth Meyers, the Jimmy Sound Kibble, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there the time. These guys have teams of talents for writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
There's a brutal heat wave hitting most of the country, and in New York City, it's so hot that people are standing outside trying to catch those random AC drops on their tongue. It's so hot, CVS is begging people to steal their deodorant. It's so hot that the World Cup game between France and Spain was 90 minutes of hydration with 3-minute soccer break.
I think it's Fallon.
Yeah, it's Fallon.
That's Fallon.
There's a brutal heat wave hitting most of the country. Right here in New York City, it's 95 degrees. It is so hot, people are standing outside trying to catch those random AC drops in their tongue. It's so hot, CVS is begging people to steal their deodorant. It's so hot, World Cup game between France and Spain was 90 minutes of hydration with a 3-minute soccer break.
Couple in Brazil is attempting to break the Guinness World Record by kissing 100 times in 30 seconds, besting the previous record holder, any Italian grandmother.
Seth.
That's Seth. Second one.
A couple in Brazil recently attempted to break a Guinness World Record by kissing 195 times in 30 seconds, besting the previous record holder, any Italian grandmother.
There's nothing about kissing on that one, Ted.
What's it say?
Cooking.
All right.
Yeah, close enough.
Cooking, kissing. Tim was in there. I felt the pressure. United Airlines is introducing a premium row that will have an empty middle seat for a tray table for the aisle and window seat to share. They're also releasing an ultra cheap option where you sit in the middle seat and everyone eats off your lap.
Fallon? Ted Smith?
Fallon.
United Airlines is introducing a premium row that will have an empty middle seat with a tray table for the aisle and window seats to share.
Oh.
Yeah. They're also releasing an ultra cheap option where you sit in the middle seat and everyone eats off your lap.
Singer and Mr. Worldwide Pitbull has set a new record for the most people wearing bald caps to appear bald at his concert. Now I remind people once again, my culture is not your costume.
The Ted Smith.
Yeah, that is me. That's for us.
Yeah, I know, man. I feel it. If you want to be bald, shave your head.
Yeah, and I like that they're having bald meetups. I've seen this before, but now people are just going out with bald caps on.
Do you think he can grow hair, Pitbull? Like, is he legitimately bald, or do you think he shaves his head?
Oh, no, he's one of us. He's a true bald.
One of us.
Yeah. Well, some people just buzz their head.
A true bald.
A true bald.
You're a true bald.
A highway in Connecticut was closed off for several hours after a truck spilled thousands of cans of Michelob Ultra. Said beer lovers, it's fine.
Seth.
Fallon. That's Seth Meyers.
A highway in Connecticut was recently closed for several hours after a truck spilled thousands of cans of Michelob Ultra. Said beer lovers, that's fine.
I didn't write that one.
No.
Yeah.
Do you like an Ultra? Even after we did those 6 spear challenge. That was my favorite one.
I mean, it's fine. There's nothing to not like about it. You know what I mean? There's no real taste. So you can't go, I hate it. Like, it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cold. Wet.
And it's beer.
It's beer. Let's see. I mentioned yesterday, or maybe I forgot to, but the show Quarterback started on Netflix, right? So it's basically, and it's by Peyton Manning, right? And it's, I don't know enough. Well, I don't know if I want to make this argument right now, but I do like Peyton Manning. It starts. It's like the hardest position in sports. It's like,
I mean, the argument's there, but
yeah.
Is it? No. I think cornerback is the hardest position on the football field. I think shortstop might be the hardest position in sports. Or catcher.
Yeah, I would say catcher.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not terribly wrong, right? There's just a lot the quarterback has to do.
I mean, he's biased. We understand that. And no one's taking anything away from being a quarterback, but like in sports.
Right, to say that overall, it's like, man, that's a bold statement.
You got to remember, your wide receiver is running like a 4.2, 4.3. This guy is lightning fast. The guy covering him, he runs backwards. That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does not know the play.
Right, correct.
So Joe Flacco's on there this season, and this is the previous season, right? So it's the season we just had. So it starts in 2025. Flacco's on there, and then the interesting one to me was Cam Ward, right? He's just been drafted by the Titans. I like Cam Ward. I think in time he will be a very good quarterback, but he's also a rookie. Right, in the NFL. And I kind of forget they take you like game by game. They're following around Baker as well. I forget who the fourth guy is right now. But like Baker, Baker's entertaining. The story of how he met his wife is super entertaining. And she's like, yeah, I Googled him. It was not good. And even Baker's like, look, I get intense. Some of that stuff I did in college I probably wouldn't do now. But
of course, we got it.
Joe Flacco is exactly who you think he is. He just, he has the Corvette he won, and it's a super nice Corvette. It's Super Bowl MVP. It's just dusty and in a garage. He
won it in 2012.
Yeah, he's like, I don't fit in it. He's like, I'm not getting rid of it. Like I said, he's got his trophies. He's kind of like, they're here. I'm Joe Flacco. I'm just, I just play football.
I exist. Yeah.
Yeah. But Cam Ward. So, and his story's good. If you're a Washington State fan, you remember the year he had here in Washington State before he went down to Miami. So it's funny. It's the first game. They're at Denver. Tough matchup, right? They just need, I think, a field goal to tie it. So they're within field goal range. It'll be long. And I don't know. Like, I kind of agree with the offense coordinator. He's kind of asking him. And Cam Ward's like, don't worry. I will not get sacked. And as soon as he said it, I didn't remember the play, but I'm like, oh, he's going to get sacked.
You're going to get sacked.
And he did. And he got sacked behind. It knocked him out of field goal range. They did not win that game. But it's just, that's the good thing about this show. It's just those little moments, right? Because obviously, I think the offense coordinator might be a little bit younger too. He's still kind of feeling that. And Cam Ward, I mean, he said it so confidently. It's hard not to be like, no, son, hand the ball off.
Right.
But he just kind of, he sits on the bench and he's like, I didn't think that would happen. And he's like, I'm coaching you. Just listen.
Right.
Right. Which is kind of cool to see. Because, like, for the Seahawks, right, we saw that, the year before, with kind of what Geno and seeing what Coach McDonald was doing with that defense. You could kind of see it building. But, like, no coach is going to come out and say it. That Titans staff, they know last year they're not making the playoffs.
Of course they do.
They're not winning a title. So it's
we're here to win the Super Bowl.
It's just funny when he's just like, and he didn't say it angry. He's just like, look, I'm coaching you. You will learn in the NFL. Those little checkdowns and this and that are going to help you out a long, long way.
Yes, they will.
So super interesting show if you want to watch that. All-Star Game was on. I don't know. Anybody watch it?
Oh, I watched a little bit of it.
I did not.
By the time
it was dead in Philly because Yale dominated. And even though it was 3 almost the game, the NL had no offense. They were mowing them down. So that ballpark was dead quiet. I mean, there was just not a lot of American League fans in Philly.
No, and Philly, those fans, they booed everybody that wasn't a Philly during the home run derby and everything else. And then, I don't blame them. It's hot as hell. That stadium emptied out pretty quick.
Yep.
But yeah, good to see that. So this is a list of maybe the 10 worst TV shows of all time. I would be shocked if you guys know any of them. There's only one on the list at number 3 that I thoroughly enjoyed.
Okay.
All right. So number 1 for 2023 called The Idol. Musical artist The Weeknd, known for his cruising music videos. I guess this was his attempt at long-form storytelling, and they say it wasn't a hit with critics or viewers.
So that was The Weeknd doing that show.
Right, but it was called The Idol.
All right.
If I'm not mistaken, I remember that one there was a couple clips that showed up on like TikTok and whatnot, just basically just running them across the coals like, stick with music, bud. You're not an actor.
Yeah. It's tough.
Okay. All right.
Cop Rock, 1990.
I remember when that came out.
Cop Rock.
Imagine Law and Order show where the characters periodically break into song and dance.
Oh, God.
You don't remember this?
I do not.
So I remember the commercials for it. I never watched an episode because you could smell the stupid on this, but it was a drama. It's not a comedy. So it's not wrong. Like, picture Law and Order, but it's a musical. I mean, that's all you have to say. Law and Order as a musical. That is the beginning and end of the description, and it did exactly as well as you thought.
Okay.
But
I would watch that now.
I would watch it now because it's funny, but they were
ridiculous.
They were saying, like, this is groundbreaking. It's never been done. It's like, well, sometimes things have never been done because everyone who had the idea was like, wait, check that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
And that was a perfect example. Yeah. Cop Rock.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it seems like, I don't know, some guy was doing too many drugs with another dude from the East Village at Studio 54, and they're like, what if we made it half musical?
But see, I never blamed it.
No, this needs dance.
I never blamed the creator, though, right? We could come up with that. I would just never think that a network executive would be like, that is forward thinking. Sign off on that. Give these guys a budget.
Yo, there is a bit of a theme here. So 2007, these worst shows of all time. Viva Laughlin, a musical mystery drama based around the opening of a casino. It lasted 2 episodes.
Yeah,
that's too long. That's too long.
I don't know. Like I said, some of these shows, like Cop Rock, I kind of remember the name, but most of these are, I don't even know. There's a show still on called All's Fair, 2025 to now. Kim Kardashian's in it.
Is it a fictional show?
I am not sure. It's got.
But they're saying it's still on, and they say it sucks.
Yes.
Interesting. Well, I guess
That's got to make you feel good.
Yeah, exactly. We feel better now.
That's awful.
Fred the Show, 2012.
Oh, yeah.
You would know this one.
So, in the earlier days of YouTube, when personalities were just kind of starting to become a thing, and people realized, like, hey, you can put regular content out there. Was this guy by the name of Fred, and Fred was this
Frigglehorn.
Frigglehorn, is that his?
That's
last name?
his last name.
God. But he made a name for himself being honestly as obnoxious and annoying as you can.
Okay.
He had his voice turned all the way up so he sounded kind of like a chipmunk almost, and then he just screamed all the time. It was obnoxious. And I was old enough to where I didn't find it funny. I just found it stupid. But the kids loved it. It blew up because that's also what they were looking. They know YouTube is with their playground. And then Nickelodeon picked it up and gave them a show. And how long did it last, Ed? It was not long.
Yeah, short-lived series.
Yeah.
Right, he breakout star on YouTube, went on to some fame on Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Now, this one's kind of tough. They say the Jerry Springer Show.
I mean, it was and it wasn't.
Right, 91 to 2018.
It is absolutely the worst show that's ever been on.
Everybody went through a phase.
But we liked it.
It's also 30 years.
Right, but like I think everyone recognized that it was stupid, but that's what we enjoyed. I mean, that's honestly like nobody walked out of there going, dude, that was the most profound episode. That never happened.
Like
we understood.
It's White Castle. You know what you're getting.
Right, exactly.
It's not a gourmet hamburger.
Right, but I don't disagree that it shouldn't be on this list. It's a bad show. No. We just liked it, but I mean, some of the stuff was ridiculous.
It's trash TV.
Yeah, it is. I was going to call it smut.
But it's kind of the originator of it. I think that's where it gets it. Like, look, you were not copying anyone. You guys created this straight up trash, but it was awesome.
Now this one breaks my heart of the worst, or maybe the worst TV shows of all time. 2007, Cavemen.
Oh, that was a Geico Caveman spinoff with the three dudes.
Terrible, man.
Three Neanderthals living in modern day San Diego. Nick Kroll was on it. It was based off the Geico commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Who'd have thought a TV show based off a commercial wouldn't do well?
Hey, I love those Cavemen. I like that show.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if I like the show or not. I don't remember it.
It was
I just remember when it came out.
joke.
I always thought the Geico Caveman was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a half-decent campaign. Why are we turning this into a show? Nobody cared about the characters. They laughed.
Number one on the list, 1965 to 1966. My Mother, the Car.
Oh, my God.
A guy's dead mother comes back as a car and speaks to him through the radio. It's a comedy starring Dick Van Dyke's brother, Jerry Van Dyke.
Well, he's still alive to know it sucks.
Wow. Okay.
My car's a mother. My mother's a car.
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Tonight, an airline wanted to clarify that when they asked if there was a doctor on the flight, they meant a medical doctor, not a philosophy PhD. But first, a survey of nearly 1,000 adults found that romantic regret is highly common.
Romantic regret? What, like using an expired condom or Velveeta in place of whipped cream?
No, Felix, no. Romantic regret, as in a large majority of individuals actively looking back on past romantic partners that they feel that they lost too soon. You know, the one who got away. 71% of adults surveyed believe that they let one get away. I'm happy to say that I am not one of those people. I married my first love, and we've been together for decades.
And you can't do better.
I'm not trying to do better, Felix.
You thought I was talking to you, man? I was talking to your wife. And I'll ask her again. You can't do better? Look, she's not with you for your looks, Playboy.
What's wrong with my looks?
It would take less time to say what's not.
Noted. Bonnie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Maybe my wife isn't with me for my looks.
She's not.
She's not.
Okay, both of you. My wife and I have been together for decades. Met her in high school, and while looks might change, she also loves my personality. What?
Yeah, okay.
What? What is wrong with my personality?
You should do stand-up. You are so funny.
What?
Seriously, though, are you rich?
Am I rich? No, I'm not rich.
Then why is your wife with you, man?
Because she loves me, Felix. My wife is with me because she loves me and I love her.
That's a good answer, man. Honestly, that is the sweetest thing.
Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know why she's with you, man. I mean, she had to overlook a lot of stuff.
Just the obvious stuff.
What's the obvious stuff?
Seriously, you should do open mic night.
Okay, I think we've established that I am the exception to the one who got away survey, whether you get it or not. What about you, Felix, Mr. Bachelor for Life? Is there a woman from your past who might be the one who got away?
Absolutely.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, the one who got away? Absolutely, man.
Well, who was she?
Her birth name was Lexus, but everybody called her Hangnail.
And we're done. How about you, Bonnie? Do you have a one that got away?
Yeah, his name was Bernard.
Ah, Bernard, okay. Do you still miss Bernard, Bonnie?
Yeah, he would always tell me stories about his wife and his kids.
Wait, he was married with children?
Yeah, but I didn't know that until he came to.
When he came to? Bonnie, how did you and Bernard meet?
I saw him at a coffee shop and I thought, I want to know that guy.
Okay.
And then he met me when he came to.
Where was Bernard when he came to?
Does it matter?
For reasons of personal safety, I'm going to say that it does not.
Anyway, when he came to, that's when he started talking about his wife and his kids. He kept saying that they would worry about him if they didn't hear from him. He said that 3 days in a row. Then he got away.
And he's, the one that got away?
The only one.
Seriously, what the f?
Ditto. Actually, Bonnie, don't answer that. This would be a good time for a break. We'll be back.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
Hello, everyone. This has been an In Action News broadcast, a Comedia Dysfunction. Watch all In Action News videos, new and old, on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@inactionnews.
And make sure you like and subscribe, man. And be sure to follow us on all your favorite social media platforms at In Action News.
Tonight, the platypus-faced water chicken. Is it just a duck? But first, a man in Meshuggah, Wisconsin. Are you okay, Felix?
Yeah. Trying not to sneeze, man, but having an allergic reaction to the new wallpaper in the studio.
I just noticed that. New wallpaper. You're allergic to it?
Seems that way, Playboy.
Oh, for the love of Pete, you just sneezed on me.
Yeah, sorry about that, Playboy.
But you sneezed to your right and sprayed me from my left. How is that possible?
Yeah.
Jeez and rice, it happened again.
Yeah, it's my bad, man. It's the 4-dimensional wallpaper.
4-dimensional wallpaper? What is 4-dimensional wallpaper?
4-dimensional.
I know what 4-dimensional means, Felix. I'm asking what is 4-dimensional wallpaper?
Exactly what it sounds like, man. It's wallpaper that opens up the 4th dimension.
Oh, Felix!
Sorry, man. I told you I'm allergic.
I'm gathering that. Can you please look in a different direction if you're gonna sneeze?
Yeah, sorry.
Go! Achoo! Down! Achoo! Go! How did I get sprayed again? This isn't right.
Yeah, man. I don't know how the 4th dimension works.
Oh! Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Ah! This doesn't make any sense. How do I keep getting hit?
Again, Stone, I do not know how the 4th dimension works.
This is ridiculous. What?
Yeah, that was weird, Playboy.
Oh! Okay. I've had enough of this 4-dimensional wallpaper. Oh! That's it! Bonnie!
Hi, Stone. What do you need?
Bonnie, have the 4-dimensional wallpaper removed. I don't know who wanted it in the first place, but it has to go. I cannot work like this. Oh!
Okay, I'll make some calls.
Thank you, Bonnie. This is absurd. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. We need to go to break to deal with our interdimensionality.
Is that even a word, Playboy?
Is what a word? Interdimensionality?
Yeah, man.
Yes, Felix. Interdimensionality refers to the concept of existing in or traveling between multiple dimensions, beyond the familiar 3 spatial dimensions and 1 time dimension. But it should not be made into wallpaper.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. 2 men in North Carolina found out that as babies, they were switched when born. Meanwhile, a Florida man is arrested for sticking a sex toy where his body gives back its corn. Houston woman floods 2 apartments while pole dancing at home. The Detroit Zoo is where a baby gorilla will now roam. And a Georgia couple is arrested while trying to burn meth in a toaster while running a chainsaw. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
Hi, that's we're going to Houston, where honing your dancing skills can cause some serious damage. Earlier this month, a local woman was inside of her apartment practicing her pole dancing. She took a video of her practice for one reason or another and ended up sharing it online after disaster struck. As she worked the pole, it came loose from the ceiling, as we've seen from time to time, but as it came down, it struck the fire sprinkler that was nearby and caused a cascade of water into her apartment. Not only was her furniture ruined due to the water, but the apartment below her as well as everything inside of her apartment. Not only was, luckily her neighbor was understanding about the situation and she was able to move into another unit in the complex. Just flooded her entire doggone apartment.
Wow.
It sinks down to the apartment below her, ruins 2 units.
I think she's honest about it. I mean, I was trying to pole dance.
Right. Well, and she intentionally put it where she did because she didn't want it near a wall, because these things come loose all the time.
Yeah.
She was like, I didn't want to bust a wall. She's like, I didn't even think about the fire sprinkler.
She will now.
Yeah. That becomes those things are not near as tight as you think they are.
Like, no, and people do dumb stuff with them all the time.
They do.
I've heard of somebody hanging clothes on them and it ripped off, and then same thing.
Oh, they have little signs in a lot of the hotel rooms.
I was about to mention that the last hotel that I was in, they have the sign on there. They
don't hang clothes. Like, it has a coat hanger.
Oh, yeah,
and a big red
yeah.
hat. Yep.
Like on a cruise ship, because it's not like you have a whole lot of places to hang things anyway, so a lot of people resort to the fire sprinkler. So they had to put up those little stickers.
I've had a lot of apartments. I've never had one with a fire
Same.
You know.
Now that I think on it, you're right.
Sprinkler system.
There's alarms.
All those things. I've just never been in one where I thought, oh my God, that thing could.
Right.
I assume it's probably newer ones. Like when I lived in a condo building, they definitely did. But you're right. Most apartments, just the newer ones, probably.
That's nasty water that comes out of there, too. It's bad.
Yeah.
Wild story out of Georgia as sheriff's deputies got a little bit more than they bargained for. They arrived at a home to serve a search warrant for a drug investigation. Their search led them to the shed out back where the home's 2 residents were hiding from officers refusing to open the door. I wonder why. When officers managed to break inside, they were greeted by one of the occupants wielding a running chainsaw with the blades activated.
Jesus.
Wow. Yeah. The resident was ordered to drop the tool, and they complied, ensuring an encounter that ended without injury.
Maybe he was doing Jackal on karaoke.
What they also found inside was the couple was burning methamphetamine with a toaster.
Wow. That makes more sense.
They believe that was in an attempt to destroy evidence. By the end of their search, deputies had found 23 grams of meth, 41 assorted pills, and less than an ounce of marijuana, all of which packaged for sale. There was also a child inside of the home, which sported excrement covering all over the floors. They're now facing separate charges.
The entire house was covered in crap. They got their kid living in it.
Yeah.
But I need a license to fish.
Yeah, no kidding, dude.
Just okay. We got our priorities straight.
Jeez.
And why walk out there with a running chainsaw if you're just like, sir, put the weapon down? Okay.
No kidding.
Then don't fire it up.
Because you're jacked up on meth, and so you're not thinking straight.
All right,
I'll show them.
Authorities in Japan are asking for the public's help in tracking down a suspect wanted in a string of break-ins. Over the last 2 weeks, break-ins have been reported in a cluster of locations that has officially been identified as a hungry black bear that's been breaking into homes and raiding the fridges.
I'm just a silly old bear.
Right? This bear busts into these people's houses and goes directly for the fridge. Like, I know it's in here.
Yeah.
Come on. Where's it at?
That's smart, man.
Let's see here. Due to the same homes being targeted multiple times, officials believe that it is a single bear that has found a well to tap. They're now on the lookout for the animal.
Wait till they upgrade to porch pirates.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
We go to Florida, where we might need to check the water. A man in his 40s was arrested after multiple witnesses reported seeing the man outside of his apartment building hiding a sex toy in his person.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, God.
One even took a photo of the incident, which was later used for his arrest.
Is this Florida again?
Yes. Jeez. Florida again.
Well, no, the guy went for the judge yesterday.
Yeah,
right.
That was the vacuum cleaner.
He was out with the vacuum
What
cleaner.
is?
And it's not the first one that we've heard. And it's just, it's like it's almost like a mission. It's it's like the movie Weapons, where something snaps and all of a sudden they're like, I gotta go outside and insert something.
And let's do it inside.
Right. They get naked and then they just start going out. It's like, you're in your 40s. What are you doing?
I don't know. It's Florida. Look, man, we were just there. I did not see anything like that. I cannot explain how. I think it's the water and the heat, man. Yeah. The Orlando water, like everyone's like, dude, you can smell it when you turn on the tap. And even I cannot explain how gross it was. A lot of cities have some questionable water. I've never had water worse than that in my life.
Golly. But just in case those stories have a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
we go to Detroit, where the local zoo has a new member. For the second time in nearly 100 years, the Detroit Zoo has welcomed the birth of a brand new baby gorilla. The chief life sciences officer for the Detroit Zoological Society said that it went about as smoothly as a pregnancy can, and noted that over her 8.5-month pregnancy, she voluntarily trained to receive routine ultrasounds for positive reinforcement, giving the vet team a clear window into the baby's development the entire way. Both mom and baby are doing just fine.
How do you help a gorilla? Because I'm assuming they deliver their babies very similar to humans.
Yeah.
Right, because we'll say, like, push or take deep breaths or all these things we kind of coach them through it. I mean, a gorilla, like, what do you... Damn, Mike. I guess that's one way to do it. Okay.
Get it moving.
Yeah.
Gonna go.
Jesus Christ. Just walk up there and do it. Yeah.
I would.
Harambe really wasn't that bad to that kid.
No, he wasn't. He was good to the kid. It was just fine.
He didn't get the chance. He got shot in the face. Like, goddamn. Treating the kid well.
Man.
Wow. Harambe, brother.
Going straight for it. Men's Room Sports, you got Summer League basketball on Amazon and ESPN2, as well as some
Slim Pickets tonight, balls.
WNBA basketball on USA and women's soccer on ESPN.
Okay.
As far as your weather, taking a bit of a turn here. The clouds are moving in and bringing temperatures down to 59 tonight with rain showers. Tomorrow should be on and off showers into the afternoon with a high of 67. That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins out.
Thanks, sir. We appreciate it. Head chef on the way tomorrow with Ted's Meat and Potatoes in the game known as Big Dummy. Lovely Jolene up in second.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.